And we are live, everyone. Let us begin. There are two worlds within this one above and one below. Your path today is the one between, to lead a lost people to their new home. The dark elves of the dark beneath are scattered. Their decadent cities have gone silent. Those which lived in villages across the underground now fall victim to roving elder horrors unleashed by chaos 20 years ago. Elder Niz Uthen and his children have found safety in the sacred Valley of Rain, and a passage to below by Lake Darmouth there. A plan has been formed to plant a beacon within the dark to call these lost souls to this new refuge. But care must be taken, for when one calls out to the weak, those who would prey upon them may come as well. We begin today within the Dark Elf settlement, which has been newly established within this valley. Veneros and Guehir, you catch each other's gaze. As Veneros, you have come to this place perhaps to meet the new group of elves which has arrived in the valley and has been allowed to settle here by the clans. Guehir, you've been present for much of what has occurred. As you greet this perhaps old acquaintance or friend, what would you tell him?
Gwei here. It is good to see you. It has been a long time. How do you and your friends fare?
That's a very good question. One thing that I say all the time is that everything's been so chaotic. There's just been really no time to check in with anyone. I think I'm doing all right.
I hope that you've at least had time still for your music. I still remember it fondly.
Yes, although it seems that I've only had time to play music when I've been trying to either kill something or avoid being killed myself. I think I'm going to play something right now, actually.
Monero smiles at that and just puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, "Please, that sounds wonderful. If you don't mind, I'm just going to take a look around the camp, but I think the sound of your music as I do would be a welcome boon."
All right, I'm just gonna give you bardic inspiration.
And that will, I will say, last until whenever you choose to roll it during this session, or at least until the
What D
next.
Is it?
The D8.
The next
D8
encounter.
And you're not a combat one, right?
I'm just gonna be ready with bardic inspiration. Like if you suddenly have to make a persuasion check in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna be behind you, just playing my lyre.
Like ding.
That should be a performance roll, but it has the same modifier. So 15 on my performance.
As
Not
you
bad.
pull out your, what kind of instrument does Guehir play again, Ben?
Lyre.
As Guehir pulls out her lyre, the camp around brightens, smiles softly coming to the faces of these new settlers. You can tell that there is an optimistic outlook on this new life here that is further boosted by this song. Meanwhile, Shael and Rose find themselves around one of the camps in this settlement, where I imagine Shael would be filling Rose in on the details of why there were no assassinations needed this morning.
Does Rose look upset and sad that no one had to be assassinated?
I mean,
Yeah, that's a yes.
I would just
That's
look
a yes.
as Rose is receiving this information. I'm looking over at the brother, name I will never remember. And I'm just kind of sort of like, what do you mean you let them live? Like, I'm not mad at Shelly for telling me that nobody died. I'm kind of sort of like, I was rooting for you, man. What happened?
Well, no, it's not that we let them live. They deserve to live. But we didn't do it all ourselves. Elder happened to be friends with the father of well, the horrible person. It broke my heart, but that's okay because he's dead. But they happen to be old friends,
Yep,
and she smoothed everything over. But he did say if we or the Dark Elves ever entered his territory, we would all be killed on sight. So there's that.
That's a face that says, I'm happy that someone didn't get assassinated.
I mean, fine. I mean, it's not like I had any intention on going over there ever. Fine, whatever.
Oh, but wait, there is some good news though. Because we are no longer marked and things.
Right, blood curse and all that.
Yes, because we're no longer blood cursed. He might not know that we were the ones that helped kill his son. So that's a positive also.
Does he know that his son is dead?
Oh, very much so. Yes.
Okay. All right. How do you take that news?
I'd want to say better than expected.
I somehow think we're both biased in that because we deal with dead people, but I'm willing to accept it at face value.
I'm sure he was very sad, as any father would be, at the loss of their son, but he seemed to accept it with I'm not sure what the right word is, but he seemed to be okay.
Okay. Rose will hand her $5 betting ticket to the metagaming pigeon and rip it up that she lost $5 in Vegas, that Scout Captain Lady didn't die.
At this time, Veneros and Gwei here, you find yourselves to the campsite where you can see the, well, at least second oldest of the Dark Elves present, but one who holds a large staff and seems to be noted as the elder of this small society, who will wave in greeting to your arrival and say, "Welcome to our new home. I do not believe I know you. Wood Elf? I am Elder Nizuthen of our small village of Dark Elves."
It is an honor to meet you, Elder Nizuthen. You may call me Veneros. Welcome. I hope that you are enjoying your time on the surface among friends.
We are. The sun scorches our skin when it is bright, but we have above us, and he gestures to these large, rolled up cloth pieces which can be extended to provide shade over the whole settlement. We have precautions.
It will get easier in time, though I don't think it will ever diminish completely, unfortunately.
I believe you are right. But nonetheless, gather all round who would affect the fate of our people. Time has come for us to give back what has been so given kindly to us. So Rose and Shael, if you care to make your way over, Nizuthen will begin to announce his intents. We have discovered a passage into the dark beneath. It is at the end of the river which flows through this valley, where the river crashes into a cave and we can descend. There, we intend to journey and to place a crystal beacon which might call out to others of our kin within the beneath, so that they too may come here to the surface where it is safe. I have cleared this mostly with chiefs of this valley. And those who would aid in this effort, I would ask that you join me at the edge of Lake Dartmouth whenever you are prepared.
Gui here raises her hand, like a student.
What is it?
This crystal beacon, are you sure that, or can you explain how it works? It won't attract other things, will it?
That is why I am asking for aid in this. It may. A call sent out may summon, may beckon those who may be undesirable. We wish to be able to thwart them and bring in Arcane, and perhaps others that will not cause the same kind of ruin up here that we seek to escape down there.
May I ask if you have located where you'd like to place this beacon?
We have not entered yet. We seek to do it in one trip. Down, place the beacon, defend it if we must, until our kin can reach us. Then, to destroy it and return.
Do you expect all of your kin to find us in a short time, then?
We will wait as long as we can. But all of our kin? No. Just those that might be waiting for that one ray of light to come into their caverns. Metaphorically, I do speak. And so that they might follow it to safety.
Have you... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Have you asked the clans here in the valley? I would just want to be sure that they've been consulted before we potentially bring more refugees here.
Several of the clan leaders are meeting us at the edge of the lake to give us their blessing in this mission.
Very good. What were you saying, Daenerys?
I'll say it as Veneris. Are there means by which we can protect ourselves through traps and defenses that would be very clear and obvious to your kin, but perhaps less so to others? If we are quick and efficient, some of us may put protections in place without endangering your kind, but this is only knowledge you would have.
We are prepared to take any aid you're willing to offer, but have little to express beyond our basic capabilities.
Perhaps we will speak more later and determine what strategies we have.
We can prepare as much as we need before we activate the beacon, though the dark
Excellent.
beneath is not always a savory place.
As I've heard.
When you are all ready, Ven and I will meet you at the edge of Lake Dartmouth. Hey, I'm coming too! You sun scabs?
No, you're
Says
not.
The oldest dark elf in this settlement.
Yeah, we're gonna leave you there, you old fart.
He says, I'm at least coming to the lake. Only take me if you want. So nonetheless.
So curious on their actual ages compared to Veneros. Because I desperately want him to be like 100 years younger and just sound like that.
God.
He's just like, I just want to sound old and cranky. I'm
That
Jake.
guy,
Oh, believe me, he's definitely old and he's definitely cranky.
He's based on you.
I'm about the same age as that guy.
No, he makes
and
me look like a puppy.
I don't
Right,
know.
You're older than I am, aren't you? Because you have like the memory thing.
Yeah, he must like to party or something, because I don't know why his voice sounds like that.
Actually, it just sounds like Teller to me.
Now that I think about it, his
Teller.
voice was always grating, even when we were kids. Not that I would remember that.
You wouldn't.
You have an
That's
inkling.
my gut. That's my gut
You have
instinct.
gut inklings, even if your memory does not persevere.
Hey,
So-
do any of you guys play any instruments? Veneros, do you play an instrument?
I do. I think it was the flute.
That's. I have something for you, and I go into my bag and DM, if you will allow me. I accidentally just refreshed. My character makes instruments. Like, it's like kind of her thing. And we've been in this valley for a while, so I would think that during various downtimes, I could have been whittling away at a flute.
Sure.
You will the flute.
Yeah, I think he had a wooden one that he made himself, but he would definitely take one as a gift and carry it, just because, friends are rare.
Yeah,
Aw.
it's a kind of it's just made from like the cedar wood from around here in the valley. It's a very simple design, but the cuts are all kind of meticulous and
I want
Um,
to check. I want to check something.
Yes.
So from what I recall, I'm rolling a nature check and I rolled a 15. I wanted to check, is cedar wood suitable? So the thing was, if you recall, it was very important to get a wood that had the right firmness and wasn't susceptible to moisture, so that it didn't warp and change the sound of the instrument. So did he make me an instrument that is sustainably functional, or is it just cosmetically attractive?
I'll put
I
it
definitely-
as this. Yeah, go ahead, Ben.
I definitely didn't just Google the best woods to make cat flutes out of. Cedar was the only one that would have been in this valley.
Okay.
Amazing. Came
I mean,
prepared.
Veneros would know that, because this is like his domain. But that's just, I'm curious if he would know that.
Perfect. So, are there any preparations that you all wish to make within the Valley of Rain before you make your way to the edge of the lake to meet and undertake this mission?
But we could do this quickly out of character.
Mhm.
What I was asking was, if he spent plenty of time in the Underdark, and the idea is that he has an understanding of the creatures down there and how they navigate in movement. Like, they don't
The
need
Elder.
light. Right, they don't need light necessarily, but could we create traps that would maybe be inconvenient to a dark elf, but really problematic to somebody else, right? So, like, we talked about how light hurts their eyes. Could you set off like little flare traps, for example, that are like, a dark elf would be like, that sucks, but like some
Right.
creatures would be really stunned or something.
I have a little flare trap. It's this spell right here.
That's more than a trap. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, just little things to help buy us time, and also to draw attention to where there might be activity. But like, I feel like you could set a trap in a way that a dark elf would know the intricacies and the work. Like, if you saw a
Certainly.
tripwire, a dark elf would know what to look for. Whereas like an Umber Hulk or whatever would just be like, blah, and then just charge through.
So
So-
why don't you make me a survival roll to determine how many of these little guys we can fabricate in the time before the mission? Because this is an idea that will come from perfect. Now let's give you 5 of them. They're one
I
by
was gonna
one.
say 6, so
One by one squares, and when something hits them, it's gonna cast a light cantrip that just pow.
So.
okay.
So it's a tripwire flashbang. I like it.
Yeah. I also
Um,
sent you a direct message for another creature to add, just in case I opt for it, for its mobility and its dark vision.
Let me have a quick look here. And
You can look on 5e tools.
I do not have I don't have the ability to
Okay.
add that for today's session.
No problem. Okay.
All right. But I have the trap set up here, and we can use it as we need it. Go. And let me actually just give you guys control of that. Good to be prepared. And cool. This will be on hand when it's time. Anything else? Any other preparations that anyone wants to make before we head beneath?
I'm just
Think so.
messing around with my spell list, but I think for the most part I'm good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I think
So
so.
excited right now. Such a fun idea.
I just want to play music with Veneris.
We will. While we
Okay,
wait for the allies before shit hits the fan.
I mean, Rose significantly assumes that your ability to play your instruments is better than my ability to play like the harmonica because it sucks.
I tried her.
But if Rose like specifically tries to avoid you guys while you're like having a jam session, don't take it personally. It's just
Just you, as a person.
yeah, it's just me. Just one of those. I'm just like I am just gonna be just obnoxiously annoyed by it after like 20 minutes.
As you arrive at the edge of the lake here,
Oh, it's gonna rain again.
you can see a small shrine has been set up to Lothira, the goddess which some of these dark elves still give prayer to. Admittedly, not all of them. The cult of Stamos has continued to convert a small number.
Have we upgraded it to an actual cult? Is it a cult now?
Darn
Not
it,
the Church
Dirk.
of Stamos?
I think I just did.
It's the actual cult. All right.
Cult of Stamos.
As long as we're not calling it an actual religion, then I'm fine.
I've got 1 foot in the cult of Stamos.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want to make sure it's not a proper religion and it's more of a cult. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's a religion, just not amongst,
We are
these
discussing,
folk.
Boris, David's character's attempts to convert additional loyalists to his god.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Which usually involves us making a lot of very unnecessary John Stamos memes.
David Teller, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. I'll ask
Yep.
him about it next time we have a baby date. Because we are both dads, and we sometimes go to the beach or go for
Aw.
walks with our wives and our kids, or the
That's
farmers market.
adorable.
So precious.
Yeah, I have a great video
Yeah.
of us taking them to the beach for the first time and dipping their feet in water, and they cry almost immediately, like ah!
Oh no. Oh no.
It's very cold. It's very cold.
That's
They're like,
terrible.
no.
Jenny calls it retracting the landing gear. They're like, ah!
Like a cat touching water.
Yeah, they
kind
just.
of thing.
It's,
Yeah, it's
they're
like,
like,
no.
oh, what is? Oh, very cold.
Speaking of very cold, you can see large chunks of ice sit on the edge of this lake, and a chill wind blows over your faces. As you correctly identified, Ben, a half-spider dark elf woman sits sort of caretaking this shrine. You can also see that Mara, the halfling, one of the other adventurers who's joined in this aid, has been helping to complete construction on it. But the spider woman will turn towards you as I see, approach her very quickly. Gwahir, what are you doing here?
I'm just, fascinated and lacking in tact.
All right, what do you say, or do you just approach and look at her?
I mean, is she turning and looking at me?
She was working on something and then turns towards you. What are you doing as she turns?
That face.
Avoiding eye contact and then pretending like I just noticed her for the first time as she looks at me.
She'll look down at you with eyes which are not blank white as the image shows just now, but instead the normal appearance of a dark elf eye. And in them you can see apprehension. She says, "Hi."
Wow.
I don't think we've been formally introduced. I'm Solani. Hello.
Hi, Solani. I'm Quay here.
Hi.
You're magnificent.
Thanks. Hi, Dad. The elder says, "Hello, daughter. We are making our preparations." All right.
I really want to know why she's tried her, but I feel like even
You're
though I
assuming.
don't... Yeah,
She's tried her.
What? She's
You're
got
assuming
spider legs!
But Drider is very specific. Drider
I miss 'em.
versus like Spider Elf. I know that they're close, but I think there's some
They are?
nuances here that you're assuming. Just saying. Cultural respect here.
How are they
Quay here.
close? Never
Yeah,
mind.
Can I know things about what's happening here? Do I
Should
know
Goldie
any
Pants?
you
Strider lore?
You do not remember anything about the details of half spider dark elves. That would be in older memories if you had them.
Wow.
So,
A note.
At
But
this
it's not a
time,
Drider,
Rose will
right?
just-
Right? DM?
Rose
It's
will-
not a
Rose
Drider.
will just very. Rose
I-
will very.
things are
politely
subtly different
just
in many ways
mention-
here, from what you
Grouse
may
spider.
know. So,
Rose will politely mention to Gwei here. She killed a dragon druid thing. I'd be nice.
That's so cool.
This is Gwei here being nice.
I want to write a song about that. Can you tell me specifically what happened?
Yes, we
explicit
we
detail.
begin
right now.
to give him all
Not
the
right now.
information. Not right now, but like I will write down the information so that you can turn it into a song later, including the ballad of our great blacksmith friend who got murked.
perfect.
I'm gonna
After
hyperbolize
rolling
all
a
of
nat
it.
20, though, he rolled a nat 20, and then
Listen, it's
So
one of the great.
he
If
went
anyone
out-
deserves a ballad, it's
he
that
did.
guy.
he
We have a
did. He went,
Lysander?
That
Is
guy,
this
that guy
Lysander
deserves
again?
a ballad too.
he went out like a badass. He did.
No, this is a guy who rolled a nat 20 on a special ballista roll and then completely ate like 90 points of dragon breath damage and or critical tail whip or so. I don't know.
Well,
This
What
is why
but he got
Jake Henry's
murked immediate-
campaigns take years
Yeah.
and years and years.
He fall off the top of the church after he got killed,
Focus,
too.
Sue.
So he also went splat.
I'll tolerate a little bit of reminiscence. There's no worries.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
Oh
This
my
time-
God.
We have a long walk into a deep dark hole. Believe me, we have time.
the Elder of High Clan of the Valley of Rain confers with the Elder of the Dark Elves. The Dark Elven Elder says, "All right, is there anything which you wish us to do in particular if we are inviting innocents to live in this valley? Are you all right with that?" The Elder will say, from Valley, "Yes, I believe so. And I empower you, those of you who have spent time with us here, to make the right choices. Veneros, Gwei here, I even place a bit of vested faith in the two of you. You have proven yourselves so far. Some of us may join you if you wish it. And so, I'm going to allow you at this point to choose to each take control of an NPC for the remainder of the session. One whom must journey with you is Solani, the Dark Elf.
Dibs.
All you, Ben. I was about to say all you. All you.
But otherwise available are the Elder Nuzuthen, his son, the Rogue Urven, the Jester Tixel. There is Frida, the sister of the head of the High Clan. There's the Elder of the Druid Clan, Ponek, and the Elder of the Wayfarer Clan, Skori Joystep. So, besides Solani, who I'm going to place under your control,
Mara's off the table.
Mara is off the table. Yeah.
Aw.
Jake Henry, what am I gonna do?
I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna play a rogue, my dude. What do you mean, what am I gonna do?
Alrighty.
Shadow step, bro.
Alrighty. So,
He has Bloodfang, right? I'm just checking.
No, my friend. No, he does
God,
not.
that armor was fun, even for a day.
I will take. I'm gonna say his name. Is it Tixel?
Yeah, the bard.
The older jokester guy,
My arch nemesis.
Mr. Chuckle Hut over here.
Oh, hot.
Mr. Chuckle Hut, yeah.
All right. Revenge should be under your control, Boris. Tixel is going to be Sue. And
Okay,
then,
so we'll try.
Jake.
Irvin's with Boris.
Yes. So far 3 Dark Elves have been brought. There is still the Elder. And then there are several options from the Valley of Rain.
What class is the Elder?
The Elder is a wizard or sorcerer. I do not believe I specified. He's a wizard.
I can roll with that.
Okay. Dark Elf
Right.
crew.
I can roll with double casters. I can roll with double casters.
Oops.
Damn.
You're making a pun and you don't even realize it.
Solani's really strong.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Yeah,
and
Ben,
she can turn into a donkey.
It should be
She is-
noted for you. If she starts to cast higher level spells, the influence of her goddess may take over her control.
That's Kind of cool though.
She turned into a donkey for us. An adorable donkey. So that she could
So
kind of
my
hide
guy-
herself
my
as we
guy
were traveling.
Literally. Oh, it's a 47, not 27. I was gonna say, God, if somebody sneezes on this guy, he's gonna die.
Sir Dungeon Master,
Yes.
I would like to dual wield hand crossbows, not just have a main hand.
Oh god, 21 hit points, really? Oh god.
I am good with that.
God.
Old
Okay.
Diablo 3.
Alrighty, so
I think it's a little more than that, Sue. I don't know if we've updated these in a while because my guy's a little bit more higher level than that.
I don't know. Tixel's got 21 HP.
Do you have
Uh,
negative? Do you have like a -3 con modifier?
A -1.
I mean, it still shouldn't be that low.
he does have a negative con
Um,
modifier. The hit points which you see right now on these tokens may not be perfectly in line, but I think some of them are.
I'm looking at the character sheet, not the token.
The character
the
sheets are
tokens-
all
the tokens
as
are-
they are.
The tokens are definitely borked. Because my
Alright.
guy was like, "Oh, you have like 19 hit points." I'm like, "No."
I have now corrected it. Alrighty. We are ready to roll. You have your allies with you. Let us begin the journey to the dark beneath.
I should probably figure out what this guy can do, huh?
These all need the spells that I have. Man, this is lame.
You follow
Oh,
the
okay.
edge of the lake, where the river continues into the mountains. Following that river for a short period, you eventually find its end, where a large hole in the ground descends down. Water pours down it into the darkness. A rope can be slung down that distance, and the four of you first will climb down into the cave at the foot of Lake Dharma.
All right. Shyla has a +1 dagger that she never uses. I'm wondering if she should hand it to Tixel.
You certainly may do that. I'll add a dagger to his sheet right now.
Yeah, it's a +1 dagger that I think might serve him better than his regular old short sword in a way, depending on what we
I'll add it for him.
come across.
Alrighty.
All right.
You may explore this map at your leisure. What you will find is the sound of water crashing into this cave and otherwise sloshing. There is a bit of dim light in the distance ahead, but otherwise it is quite dark and you'll need to make your way through this space to fully navigate it.
All right. We're gonna do a thing. We're gonna do mage armor on ourselves because we are squishy. And we would rather have a 14 AC than an 11. Because an 11 makes us sad. So,
I'll do Shillelagh in the meantime,
Excellent.
just so you know.
Do feel free to continue while Jake is stepped away. He'll be back shortly, and our overlay will be corrected as well.
All right.
How do I add spells?
Do you need to add a spell
Like-
to your character's list?
Yeah, I don't know if you did the ones because I just deleted some of the ones.
I added everything that you mentioned.
Oh, there was stuff on the front. So I don't Moonbeam. I gotta take out.
Okay, no worries.
Like pass without traces. I'm gonna take the ones out that aren't.
You should be all set. I think all the ones that I lit up
Okay.
are good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jake Henry. I heard that we climbed down into a hole.
Into a hole, and that's where you are right now.
Okay, perfect. Rose is going to have a very, very quick conversation with her other half now about light, because the Elder has dancing lights, which might be a lot less, quote unquote, like intrusive.
Okay. I would say don't worry too much about the semantics of your light generation and just enjoy the exploration of the space.
Right. Well, I'm just putting
Certainly.
it out there because like Rose has something that's very, very bright and abrasive, and that might be unhelpful.
Yeah.
As it was when we did this the last time. Because I think Rose is the only one who legitimately has to use light at the moment.
So,
What is this?
Veneros, as you continue forward, you come upon
Sneakily.
what is, within the water, a large worked stone cube, it seems. The stone is of a different hue than what you are seeing of the ground, but is sunk into the water, and the water sort of sloshes at the top of it, but it's risen about maybe a foot off of the surface of the water. So if desired, it could be stood on without placing feet in the water, and you so do. You can see
it
another
move?
object similarly, which is planted upon an island here. It does not move, and yet as you place yourself upon it, you feel a subtle connection to it, and you almost feel the ability to move this object if you wished. Not
I will
necessarily with
test-
your mind, but it's as if its weight, while in contact with you, is no longer what it would be usually.
So if I'm gonna test that, right? Like I'm gonna see if I could like think about this slightly shifting forward, right? Slightly shifting in this direction, and wondering if it will. Because if not, I have a different idea.
It will not.
What if I cast Shape Water and try to create like cantrip style little waves behind it, and like use it to, since you said it's kind of feels lighter,
Mm-hmm.
I see if I can manipulate the water currents using Shape Water to kind of just gently move me.
Sure can. As you do, you will notice
It moves.
that it will begin to move around, and you should now actually be able to control this platform as well as yourself.
You can highlight, right? Yeah.
How
Okay.
how deep is the water?
The water appears to be decently deep, dark, and dank. I would estimate that the water is probably deeper than 8 feet, I would say.
Okay.
I position it here so that if people want to jump, they can, but I also want to see what this other one is. Do I sense that this is the same thing, but it's on land?
Yeah,
Um,
seems to be.
but it's not submerged at all.
Nope. It is risen,
what
in fact, up onto another stony platform of a sense.
I try to shape the water to see if it will lift the square up.
I'm
From
going to say that
beneath.
the ability to use shape water can lift it maybe a foot. So you can do like a little very slow kind of engine behind it to move it along, but it's not going to be able to rise it higher than a little bit.
Oh, okay. So I want to come back, and I'm gonna get off, and I want to see. Now that I'm not in contact with it, I'm gonna try to again move it with shape water and see if there's any sort of relationship with me being in contact with it and its weightlessness.
Shape water has no effect while you are standing upon
Okay.
the stones.
Okay.
It's as if this thing is the large, at least 10 by 10 block of stone that it appears to be.
I will share that with the party. I will try to do it in character. It seems that when we are upon these stones, they become rather light, and I can move them around using the water currents. But once we return to land, they return to their inert forms. If some folks want to join, we can go a bit deeper and I can ferry us across, but I'm not quite certain what the one just beside us on land is capable of. I theorize that it might be possible while we are upon these to maybe even use strength to throw them, but I'm hesitant to do that for safety of those upon the stone.
Nizuthin would like to try an Arcana check on the stones and see if this is some kind of a
Roll it.
arcane fairy of some kind. Hope this works.
I'm just gonna get on the.
He has no
rock.
idea. He's never seen them before. Okay.
What the hell, man? You live down here. I can't even see what I rolled. It literally
A
won't
one.
show up.
You rolled a
You
one.
and that one.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't notice.
Oh, I see. It's in dark mode. That's why it won't. I see it now. Okay.
Is anyone else like to join us? Perhaps the elder and one more. Actually, I'll take
You
the
will
rogue
go
with
if
me
you
because
desire.
I can. Let's do that, and then do you want to take the elder Niz elder Niz?
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
see that Ben, right now you are controlling Solani to, as she can, spider crawl across the edge of the wall here.
That is
Yeah.
100% cheating, and I love it.
What? I don't have. She doesn't have vision, so
She does not have vision set up.
Okay.
I can enable it briefly here.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Can I grab them all now?
No, it's not working. I'll just bring him over. It's being dumb.
Perfect. Made your
Okay.
way.
I'll hop off here.
So from here, can I see that table? It looks like it's giving off light,
You can.
but I don't.
In fact, I would say that all of you can, from your perspective, see what appears to be a very large stone table, certainly, with several golden crystals embedded in its corners. There seems to be some kind of small circular golden objects resting upon it, as well as a dusty note is placed near it.
Okay. I can't control the elder, but I'll float us over
That's fine. I'll bring him over.
with the elder over here as well.
Meanwhile, Rose and Shael, would you like to attempt to do anything from your vantage point?
Well, they've currently taken.
I mean, I can bring it back.
So I was wondering if Shia with Ray of Frost just like spam the water in front of us. Could she create a little icy pathway that we could walk across? Or would it be
Maybe
too
that'd be
would it be too
sketchy.
thin?
Here, let me just go get them.
Because if
Elder,
she
get
can
off
most
the thing.
certainly try.
Rose would actually ask the druid naturey people there, because I see 3 quote unquote platforms.
Yeah, but they're on land.
Is there any?
And
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is there any indication that this place used to be like, I don't know, deeper? Like there was more water in it, or
Unclear. Shael, would you
I mean,
like to join
you could
on
check
this
the
platform?
walls.
that's what I
I
mean.
can't
Like
just
the
leave-
people who are actually good at like naturing. Like did this?
Is this
Jake,
a water temple puzzle?
Jake, just move us all over.
Yep,
I can't
doing
control
so.
everybody.
There are 3 holes in the water.
Yeah. I don't know if those are visible though.
They somewhat are. You can notice the areas where the water seems to sort of suck down. After all, the water does need to go somewhere.
Somewhere, right?
Okay, so there's a 4th
So-
one over here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over here, Jake Henry, and I'm gonna try to do a nature check, both for I don't know if it's nature, but I think it's nature, to kind of look at the water level history on the stone on the walls to see the moisture levels of if the water looks like it had been higher at some point, and like texture of the
Roll nature.
stone, erosion.
You can say with decent certainty that there are times when this water rises a bit higher. I would say that there's been decent rainfall lately, and so this river has been flowing fairly healthily. And so it is probably at a higher level than it has been sometimes in the past, but that it would fluctuate mostly based on surface rainfall.
And this spot here, how far is the base of this platform above the current water level, roughly?
I would say that the highest point is this stone table, and that does not seem to be disturbed by water at all. Then there is this, which is lower, and then a bit higher than that is where you began.
Okay, but this one where you said a bit lower,
Mm-hmm.
the bottom of this 10 by 10, how far is it from the current water level? Like, could it almost have been submerged if the water were a bit higher, or does it look like it's out of reach?
A little bit higher, it
Realistically.
probably would have been water touching the base of it, yeah.
Okay. All right, I will return.
Would
And
someone like to check out this note? or
a note,
the
yes.
inscription that is upon the front base of this stone table.
Actually, so here, as soon as thank you, Kuma baby. I just need control of my mouse again. Depending on what languages ticks Elvish and Undercommon. So Shael knows a few languages. Let's see. She knows Infernal, Abyssal, Elvish, and Sylvan.
That's a no, but Rose can read, written in celestial script engraved in the base of the table, the name
Oh shit.
Apollon. Now, who is taking a look at this written note?
Is it? I mean, is it also written in?
No, this is written in common.
Oh, I know how to read.
All right.
I'll take a look.
Go ahead and read this to us then, would you, Ben?
Written in a fine inked script is the following. Cursed be the followers of the sun. In Sharna's name, I have corrupted one of these 4 circlets to afflict the user. My final revenge is the doubt which shall prevent you from using any of them. Rather spiteful.
Does the name Sharna ring a bell to any
Religion.
of the elders in the group?
Religion check, any of you?
Oh, well,
Veneros,
that's what I wanted.
Is
roll at
Lizardson
disadvantage.
good at
You're a
doing
valley
that?
boy.
Where do I am?
Religion.
I am a valid boy.
Here, where are we here?
Lizardson wouldn't be able to make a roll on this, would he?
He would actually have disadvantage as well. Wait here.
Ooh.
Boom, you know it. Sharna is a decently well-known on the surface goddess of darkness.
That's handy.
Not particularly afflicted with evil, but a more neutral concept of it.
Here, I didn't bother even rolling for Tixel because I couldn't find religion.
You got the answer.
Yeah, it's
You're all
history,
set.
but yeah, we're good. So okay, I'm sorry. It's a goddess of the dark. Is that what you said?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, she's a friend of the dark elves, then I'm sure.
The Dark Elves do not
Not
know
necessarily.
this.
Oh. Ew.
Some BG3 stuff you're whipping out and you don't even play.
Can I? Are these all magical circlets?
Only one way to find out.
Casting Identify 4 times?
Do you have Identify prepared?
I
You
do.
can cast it as a ritual, can't you? No.
It's a ritual.
No, you can't. I do
You
have
do
this
Bards know all
question.
their spells.
You do actually have Identify prepared, though. Wow, came prepared.
The problem is that I don't have a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces.
It doesn't get
Oh.
consumed
Unless
though.
I-
If you ever
Unless I
cast
do.
it.
You have it. Don't worry.
Okay. I used it
More
last.
of a trinket than
I just
anything.
saw that, so.
While he does that, I would like to, without touching them, use my time to like really, I guess it'd be more investigation, but like just looking at them though.
Mhm.
Looking for differences, looking for nuances and how they generate light, every small detail.
Sure.
Is,
Unfortunately, with that roll,
Does
you're
anyone-
not able to discern much.
That's not me.
does anyone have
That
this,
was- that was
the
my
spell
roll.
Never mind.
Resistance?
You're good.
What am I rolling? Investigation?
Yeah.
Active?
The what spell resistance?
The cantrip. Does anyone have resistance?
No.
I do not.
My passive
but I think
investigation is +5 for observant. I don't know what passive investigation is.
That's to notice things that I'm not asking you to roll for. So
Isn't that passive perception?
it's the same thing. It's just investigate. Yeah. It's
Dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. I would say that one of the circlets, the one on the northeastern corner of the table, appears to have been disturbed, knocked to the side a bit by a bit of fallen rubble. That is the only distinction you can pick out with that 12. Now, wait here, you're going to cast Identify on one of them and you're going to ritual cast that?
Yeah, I have to pick it up. So if this thing is cursed, I might get
Should-
hurt.
Should we maybe back up a little bit and not all be on the platform?
Yeah.
here?
How about I ferry some people to the other platform there? Just so that we have some some people away from safety?
Oh, I wonder if these
Like
circlets are to
back here?
control the pillars.
Who else would come with? Not the
Six
elder.
fear is nothing.
I would stay only because
He
I
does-
might be able to fix it if it
does fear
goes
nothing.
wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Tixel fears nothing. He's lived a good life.
Yeah, this seems accurate with who would be there and who wouldn't. So let's just leave it like this.
Meanwhile, he does decide to hide behind Gray here, figuring if something's gonna
Perfect.
happen, she'll get it first.
Perfect.
So he's
You
like,
understand
he's
the character.
fine.
Yes.
Yep, he's fine if she gets hit first.
You
As
understand the
I see him
assignment.
standing next to me as I'm identifying it, I take one hand off of the circlet and place it on Tixel's shoulder.
And he'll place a
make sure
hand
that
on
they
top
get
of your
hit
hand and
first.
say, "Good to see you, buddy."
Oh, sweet Christ.
Identify concludes. Roll a d4.
Shake my hand off. Roll a d4. 1.
This item is not cursed, and you understand
What does it?
Aw,
its properties.
that's good. Ooh, pretty.
Light cantrip at will. In addition, you can cast one of the following spells once per day. That's pretty daylight. All right, vampires, you better not fuck with me. I'm gonna put this thing on.
Perfect.
I don't even know what you're looking at. Where are you seeing daylight?
down.
What? Scroll down where?
The item that popped up in your D20.
It popped up and now it's gone, but I did that.
Yeah, you did
Hold
that.
on. I did
It's
that.
just
Oh wait,
me.
hold on.
I'm
Wait.
the problem.
It's
There it
under.
is. I can look at it now.
There you go. So I would like to ask you, now that you are wearing this and feeling the glow
Ah.
of Apollon's light emanating from you, Gwei, here, what are you doing? Are you turning to others, looking around?
This feels strangely familiar to me for fourth wall breaking reasons.
Okay.
And yeah, so do I feel anything weird? I mean, I cast light. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
light up the room.
Okay.
Do I feel like I have any effect on these pillars or anything like that?
You are looking around the room, though, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Not
Not on the
Tixel's gonna
pillars.
cover his eyes. Thanks for burning his retinas.
As you look in this direction, on this platform of stone, this ledge where you had stood before, does now the light reveal what was hidden, perhaps even magically? Cavernous entrance, which can be passed through to continue into a further cave.
Does it become visible to all of us, really, or
Yes,
is it only?
there is a
Okay.
shimmering of light.
Okay, so I brought us over here.
That's handy.
I will go ferry over the rest. Let's just skip the nonsense.
Absolutely.
I ferry back and forth, and
Yeah.
let's all get into this.
Boop.
Yeah.
Do we want to
Alright.
waste time and check out the other circlets or no?
I mean, I can take all
Do you
of
want to
them.
touch cursed objects? I mean, I don't know your life. You're a firefighter, right? Put out the fire.
I guess
Paramedic?
it depends on if this
I-
is like a curse you by touching it or a curse you by
I
using
thought,
it.
Yeah.
Usually it's when you put it on. You should be able to identify the curse. Obviously, if you touch it and it reacts badly, there are ways we can deal with that.
I don't got anything for that. Just saying.
I mean, I'll take them and then kind of, as long as you guys don't mind me singing as we walk, I can identify all three of the remaining 3 ones as we explore.
All right, Gwei, here. So are you going to pick up and take the remaining ones?
Yeah, sure.
Everyone
Okay,
dies.
They are now considered in your bags, as it were. And
Yes. 4.
You may-
Inventory.
yep, you are wearing one and have another 1, 2, 3 hanging out.
Are these like
Cool.
you have to attune to these things level of magic items or
Just wear 'em.
just
Nope.
wear 'em? Okay.
No BS.
I sing a song that's something along the
Rose?
effect of like, "What the fuck are you? I want to know what the fuck you are." But it's in Elvish, so it sounds like beautiful.
Oh,
Yes.
except to me.
Rose
And I'm just
Rose
like,
doesn't
not your best
understand
work.
anything and is a little annoyed, but Rose also wants to make sure that if this goes badly, Rose can fix it. So Rose is staying nearby. And
Six, would probably.
I have multiple things in order to deal with this because I came prepared for exploring, and I don't trust anything that is down in this cave.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
I barely
Six,
trust
would
the
probably.
or the one who's running the cave. But that's a separate issue. The metagame Pigeon and I will deal with later.
As you continue forward, Solani crawls atop this other stone, looking at it curiously. She'll say, "Okay, everyone, like I am right here, we're looking for a point where a call of sorts can be well heard. So, reach. So if I built the beacon here for us, then we'd really just be calling out to this cave and whatever's directly down this tunnel. But so we want to find a junction, an intersection of sorts, where it can really call out down multiple paths."
I look over at our new bard friend, and I go, "How good are underground acoustics? Is that something you're familiar with? Would that be helpful? Like if we strummed a guitar and how far it echoed, would we be able to know if it's a good place to build the beacon?"
He'll look to you, Rose, and say, "Next to nothing do you know, a fool by years and many gone, but yet right in this time, perhaps by mistake you are."
My brain just hurt a lot.
I debate whether or not I want to Gibbs slap him, but I just know that it would be defeating the purpose, so I'm gonna let it go.
We are on the far west side of this valley, right? The northwest.
That's
near
right.
The lake.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really an area I'm familiar with.
Correct.
I got nothing. I like the idea of elves being bats with our ears and echolocating, but I'm just gonna bury that offensive nonsense. It just came out of your mouth.
Whenever
I assume we have to keep going then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whenever you're ready, you can simply proceed.
As the one human here. I think I'm the only human here, right?
Elf, drow, child. That's a race.
Half high elf. Thank you very much.
Child
Half
race.
high elf.
You're the only human. Sucks to suck. Stay in the back of the light.
Wait, yeah, no. Rose doesn't have any kind of dark vision or anything, right?
This group is
Let's just be honest. This bard is rocking a lamp and does not care. Okay, you're good. This bard is like, check out the hat, everyone down here. Look at the hat. It's so cool.
It's a miner's helmet at the moment.
It's really what it is. I just it's like tap tap.
Rose,
oh, light spell.
The group here is 3/16 human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with all the
Shael is half human, half high elf. Yeah.
I don't think I'm half elf, right? I think I'm wood elf.
No, you would elf.
Wood elf.
Uzathin is rolling with some dancing lights so that Rose doesn't walk into every wall, but yes.
Perfect.
Change the map. Change the map.
I'll take it that you are all passing through and heading forward.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
How many minutes have passed? How many identifies have I completed?
None.
Just the one.
Yeah, dude. It's been like a minute, too.
But the most important one. It's been the most important one, though.
Continue forward.
The minute where he
at your will.
shows that his artistic talents as a musician.
Now we actually have someone who can cast Guiding Bolt and hit with it.
Question mark.
What are you?
All right, I'm sneaking.
Perfect.
Oh, I see that you're I'm just standing next to you, walking alongside you, yelling, and then I see that you're trying to sneak. And I, what the fuck are you? And I let myself get closer to the back of the group.
I have passive 24 perception, so I'm relying on you with my sneakiness to tell me if I even hear a breeze against the rock that doesn't sound
so
right.
overstimulating.
It really is, but that's why he lives alone almost always.
As you're exploring this intersection of cave tunnels, nothing is drawing your eye outside of the ordinary stalagmites and rubble that is about these caverns.
Okay. But I'm seeing different paths. Am I
correct?
So, okay. Okay.
This might be
To
a good
avoid-
place to
to
put the
avoid-
beacon.
Don't metagame here, okay? I know that the DM wants us to do it, but does the elf know that the DM wants us to do it? Okay, so I gotta roll something. Okay, that's how the game works. Ben, with your crown.
What?
Sit down, Ben, with your crown.
Do you want one?
All
of
right.
these? They're really
I'm gonna
cool.
I'm gonna do survival. I think survival would be more
Excellent.
appropriate than nature. Does this seem like a good location based on having multiple connecting tunnels to potentially set up defenses?
What is this metagaming? The droider just said we should find a crossroads with lots of tunnels.
Is this a good one? Is this a
I
good
mean,
crossroads?
Veneros,
it kind of fits
from
the
your
bill.
simple investigations, this seems like it would be a space within which any kind of signal, vocal or otherwise, could resonate through these tunnels
Travel well.
and reach different positions across this underground realm.
But the southern one that we just came from is to this water area, so we don't have to
Correct.
necessarily set defenses there.
Right.
But these other
So the issue,
for-
the reason why you would want to stay here, defense-wise, is that things
can
that
run.
are hostile that would be attracted to the beacon might also try and destroy it.
the beacon, you mean?
Yes.
I mean, the southern path though doesn't need like a flashbang.
Correct. The
That's-
southern
But,
path
like,
is the
that's
way
our
you
that's
came.
our retreat path.
Correct.
So let's set some
And so
defenses.
at this time, let me place out onto the map for you several of these items which we will be using as your little light traps, and you should be able to control these and place them where you wish.
I have a thought. If we need to place a beacon, but we're worried it might get destroyed, what if we place it up where someone can't reach it to try and destroy it? Like maybe up high on the wall or the ceiling. We have someone here that can climb up a wall quite easily.
Solani will say, I really need to build it out of a smooth, solid ground. I think this spot is good. I'm gonna get started now. And she begins to focus herself and magic, and you watch as her eyes glaze over into a white. She begins to carve out of the stone a pillar which rises with dynamic complexity.
There's some more prep I would have liked to have done, if at all possible.
We are not starting just yet. She is simply beginning the construction.
She's just
Okay.
building.
I don't want to
From-
die.
From his satchel, Irven, her brother, will produce one of the Dark Elves' purple crystals, which gives off a soft illumination, preparing for her to conclude her construction. So, go ahead. What are you going to say?
I would like to, next to where she's doing this, like let's say here-ish, where I am now.
Yeah.
Right? Where's she building it? Like here?
Right in
Like
the center.
right in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. And how big is it?
It is going to be a 2x2, correct.
Okay. So I want to collect a pile of rocks because there's a good to fair chance I'm going to turn myself into a giant ape and I'm going to hawk these bludgeoning balls at things as a defensive position. So I need a lot of little projectiles, as many as I can get.
I will make
Rose
a pile
is
of
going to
4 of them
mention
for you right
she-
here.
I'm going to need more
Rose
than
is
4
going to
chickens.
mention. Rose would mention to Veneros that trap that's over there,
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
You can move that one to make. If you move that one over here, I can cover the whole west side, kind of.
If
Call
you feel
this-
confident.
Call this your pile of rocks, Veneros,
Okay.
and you can grab from them whenever you need.
But I mean,
Thank you.
we've got 5. One on each one. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I just did 1 on each one and 2 on the right channel.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
You get lucky.
they're just flashbangs. They're not going to make or break this encounter, but
They're
they
just
also
going
can
to-
let us know.
They're going to cast a
When
light
someone's
cantrip, and
coming.
any creatures that do not like light will be repulsed.
And again,
it will
Theoretically,
Partially
bring
blind.
awareness
the
to
elves
the
will
arrival of
see it.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
and so it's just a little helper,
All right.
More of a
Um,
blind than anything else.
So Boris, buddy, I don't know if you know the erupting earth spell at all.
I
That
did,
is-
and I deleted it because it's not mine. I'm
That's
a healer.
okay.
I'm
That's
like all
okay.
heals.
Because the 15-year-old happens to have it. So if you
She's
think
an
that would be
earthbender. Cool.
no, not really, but that's okay. Well,
I mean,
Who's the most
So-
likely
I
to
mean-
get bashed in this
So-
battle?
I'm going to give you
So
guys
anyway.
3 more minutes to discuss preparations. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and then at 8:30, I intend to begin the beacon encounter.
nice.
Sounds good.
So the Rose is just going to mention she has a lot of things that go boom and burn things. Lots of things.
yeah,
Sort
we
of
can
like-
burn some
Like
things.
cleric? What's your class?
Light Claire.
Okay, I'm gonna cast aid at 4th level, and I'm gonna target
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna target myself.
Not me.
Ah,
I'm
I was
probably
gonna say-
gonna polymorph or shape change. So whatever you did, I don't think would apply to those.
You'll
the
still get
15-year-old will not be up
15.
close in battle, so.
It would go to my base form though, right? To my
Yeah,
knowledge.
that's
But you
another
get
good
a bunch
question.
of
Am I
Gray Hair's getting a bunch of creatures with this, so it's going to be most people.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
gonna be
that's
no, it's only 3.
Am I the
Okay.
Am I the off tank for this as well? That'd be hilarious.
That's
I
I'm,
don't know.
I'm kind of a tank, so like, all right. So you guys know because I'm the guest. I have polymorph, but I also have shape change. My plan is to
Right,
polymorph
druids.
when it's like an oh crap moment because it lasts for an hour and is concentration. Into a giant ape which has like 150 health and let me just double check. Last I saw,
So I'll do the 3 player characters except for Veneros. So me,
yeah,
I'll add the hit points for Sue right here.
Shelly,
How many is she getting?
and
It's-
Rose. 15 max
Ooh.
HP.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
The-
I can also do false life. Per day.
Excellent.
my rock throw as a giant ape is 7d6 plus 6
My
bludgeoning.
baby. Well, that's handy.
And that's your full action on a
And he-
turn.
Yeah, he has 1 ranged weapon attack. But he also has 157 HP and also a 3d10 plus 6
Right.
melee if I need to move forward and tank.
And you
And
can
I
do
thought
2 of
Natas
those.
was ridiculous with his HP. My
We're gonna be
God.
Fine.
I also have
Alright.
my shape changes times 4. No, times
My
2.
God.
Times 2. I get 2 shape changes. Polymorph, I get 3.
All right. I would like
Alright.
to
Yeah.
ask.
I've finished. Sorry.
What's my current HP?
I think
You
everyone
just added
is
15.
basically set. Do you think during our brief break here about any final things that you need to do before we begin encounters, whatever that may
let's
mean?
Do a
And so I will see you all in
thing.
5 minutes as we are going to intermission.
Nice.
Okay.
And we are back, everyone. Let us continue. So, you have secured this space. As you have, Solani is nearly complete with her construction of the beacon, upon which will be placed a crystal provided by her brother, and the call will go out. This is the moment for final, last preparations beyond this pile of stones to be thrown, if desired, by a great creature. These traps, which have been set to serve as early warnings and perhaps stunning effect against the creatures of the dark. I would ask you now to take final positions before the beacon is constructed. Where do you wish to be standing as the call goes out?
Back here.
Everyone races to hide behind one another. My spell-casting friends.
Nizathan is going to also cast Mage Armor on himself, because I feel like that's a thing I should be doing.
All right, here, hold on. I don't know if Tixel's got anything like that. Let me take a look. What can he do? He's got mass healing word, by the way.
Back here.
Looks like our druid is our tank and our cleric is our off-tank, if such terms are desired.
Clerics are great.
Clerics are tanky.
I am annoying as fuck, too. Like, I can't hit the broadside of the barn. I am my father's daughter, however.
Jake, are you talking about you or the character?
Yes.
Yes.
Mostly the character. You know the problem I had
If you are not
Hand-Hand
aware,
One,
Boris,
when
this is the daughter of Lysander.
Of course.
True story.
Jake Henry, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you
I didn't
choose
know
quite
that.
the party to run with.
Indeed, I did.
And Boris, in case you're wondering, Boris, I still can't hit with Guiding Bolt. Nothing's changed.
As long
gonna-
as you
I'm
can
gonna
make a
cast Guiding.
sweet weapon for Hilda, Hilda, Hilda.
We did. That was true. That did occur.
From the ground rises a spire of stone which sits 15 feet, perhaps high, in this cavern, upon which now is placed that crystal, its soft purple glow emanating out now further, and you can all feel almost a subconscious calling, like a vibration, but not hearable, yet you can feel it in your soul. You are confident now, whatever is out there may come. And immediately, there is nothing, just the quiet and the dark. You can hear, at most, your breath. Inhale, exhale. Those of you by passages looking down them for any sign of anything. Rose and Veneros, you are the first to see from this western passage your first visitors. They step carefully around this trap as they come. You can notice humanoid shapes, but strange, almost natural appearances to them. As they continue forward, they carefully avoid that trap. So they make their way into your sight. The first of them, as you can see it, and largest, is like a man but of mushrooms, as are the rest of his people. And this one
Oh dear.
kneels before those of you present and says, "Peace, harmony," in common. Broken, but common enough. Bows his head and repeats again, "Peace, harmony."
What would this be?
Rose-
I know out of character
Rose-
what these are, but
Rose would just nod and say, peace, friend, and look over at Judith and go, I don't think this is what we were looking for, but
These look like
Nizuthan
fun
will
guys.
respond to say, "Mycoids. These are peaceful creatures, unless we antagonize them, but we have no reason to do so." We'll turn to you, Gwei, here, and say, "You who has been empowered to speak on behalf of the valley, if refuge is sought by these creatures there, do you believe they should be welcomed?"
Jake Henry, what role would this be? Nature? Or
Sure, you can roll nature.
history? Like,
Do they have
Roll nature and history. We will take the highest of the two rolls.
is this species known to be malevolent?
no.
Daenerys, you may access what out of character knowledge you seem to have. How accurate it is will depend upon
You
how
can
how
override.
similar it is from what you know to what I've implemented.
It's Baldur's Gate 3, LOL, so I'm sure it's D&D 5e roughly.
I don't know. I haven't visited these creatures yet.
That's
in
what's
that
so
game you to
funny.
speak about.
That's what's so funny. I wonder. I believe that as long as we respect them, they will respect us. They will not be antagonistic. And if we find that we disagree, I feel confident that we can come to a peaceful compromise, even if it means parting ways. We need not fight them. I would let them through.
Rose would ask, do they speak something other than common? Like, would I be able to talk to them in a different language?
What
Might be easier
What do you
for
want to
them.
try? What do you have?
I speak Abyssal and Dwarvish, which are my underground
Got nothing.
stuff.
What
Crap.
this elder creature will express now to all is to say, "Sacred pool had glow of sick dark purple. For years we ignored. Then hostile arm of abyss rose from, destroyed home. We homeless. We want home. Beneath not safe. Find shaded
Sounds like
place."
refugees to me.
Let us find refuge for them. I don't think they will want to be among the rest of us. But I know my forest well, and if nothing else, I can give them some place of reprieve there until we can clear the Underdark for them to return upon a future date.
What about there's a cave that connects the valley to the that shrine where the dreamer, that badger thing, lives. Maybe they would be comfortable in there.
Out of character, if you can find a cave network that doesn't connect to the Underdark but has its same vibe, that would be a good short-term
That would
solution
be
for
pretty awesome.
There's a burst of light, and you see a creature which has just triggered a trap.
Crap.
Oh no.
Where?
It is
Behind them?
behind them, and one of the small children of this species gives a in great fear.
Why'd you have to make him so cute? Damn
As you
it.
can see now, the form of a hulking creature that approaches.
Ah,
Yuck.
crap.
Roll initiative.
Rose is going to yell. Rose is going to yell at all these guys to run and point
Can I
back over
you-
here.
Hold on, is there... You highlight your token and then do it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, otherwise it gets.
Are we doing the NPCs on our turns, or do you want us to roll for them? as
They
well?
will act on your turns. Do not roll separately.
Oh, whoop. Too late.
It's
Too
all
late.
good. I can.
But
Okay,
I can't believe I
remove that
got
one.
Wait. Hold on, that can't be my initiative. Hold
That
on.
was your other character's initiative.
Oh, okay. Because I get a +1 and I'm not that good.
You're at
So
16.
that was-
That's correct.
how can
That's your
it
ma-
be? Oh,
No, your
I'm
main
sorry.
one.
I'm looking at I'm looking at Tixel. Tixel, you suck. I get you're old, but you
Don't
suck.
blame Tixel, okay?
No, blame
That was
Tixel.
you who
Yeah,
made the
blame
roll.
Tixel. No, we blame Tixel.
All right.
All right.
I rolled a 15, but it got mad at me, so I'm gonna try it again. Because
Question.
my extension is being dumb.
Mhm.
Question. How stealthy
work?
is that thing? Like, could I have heard anything of it coming even though we were conversing?
What you
enough
know is what
to-
you know now. It's
Yeah.
quietly approached the trap and then triggered the trap.
Did the trap look like it stunned it at all? Like,
I will say that it seems a bit disoriented, and I'm gonna put it in on 1.
at least give the mycoids?
They're gonna go
Mycoids?
first.
Mycoids?
Yep.
At least to get the flip out of here.
Yep. Okay, and Rosie, you're in there now, so I can.
Can someone spell that in chat so I don't call them clickers the entire time? Because I
Yes.
feel like that's racist.
Right? Is that right?
That's correct.
I think so.
For my iteration of these creatures, that is correct. Alrighty.
Okay.
Mycoids are going to act first as the elder approaches with desperation in his face, say, "Predator! Safe! Safe!"
Rose points. Run that way. Point.
And he will say, "Go! Go!" as the others rush ahead of him towards safety. And he will take a position here. Veneros, you act
You
next.
can help.
He's going to try.
Aw.
Veneros will say to him, "We do not need you to fight among us. Your people will need you for after the fight. Do not put yourself in harm's way. Trust us."
He will nod and say, "Safe!" and then continue away.
Okay, because I don't want him involved in this.
Yeah,
Like a baseball umpire.
to be fair, I kind of don't want him nearby because I feel like I might light him on fire at one point. And that'd be bad. So
Yeah.
I'm completely okay with this from an in-character standpoint of not calling the work number and the fire department, which is.
I'm gonna step forward just enough. So Fairy Fire has a 60-foot range, so I'm gonna step forward just enough to cast Fairy Fire, and then I'm gonna step back to where I am. So I'm just not gonna move my character. DC 17. It's a spell save, but like, what is the spell save? Dex.
Dexterity.
Dex.
Failure.
And that'll
Advantage is
consume.
granted on attacks against this creature.
Oh, nice.
And that's all I'm gonna do for my turn.
Okay, excellent. You are up, Rose.
Hmm.
What are you going to do?
I feel like one guy is not the end of the world. We're gonna save the good stuff.
Yes.
I will have note Nizuthen on your turn as well, Rose. Will say, "Be
Yes.
careful
Oh.
not to see its eyes. They will
Wait.
confuse
Now
you."
that you mention it, I forgot we're doing our
Oh.
other characters on this.
Yes, we are.
So I'm gonna roll with disadvantage because I'm beyond my range of the hand crossbows.
Oh, behind us. Yep.
Hilarious.
Hits.
Wait, don't you have
Um,
advantage because of the?
I'm too far though. It would have
Yeah, but
canceled. Actually, it would have canceled.
would
So
be
it
a
would have been
straight
the
roll.
first one. So it would have been a crit.
It's a crit.
Gross.
Just double the damage. I don't want to
Yep.
deal with that.
Will do.
And then
Roll sneak
offhand
attack.
Is this...
No, you don't have advantage. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do because fairy
Oh.
fire. But
no,
that-
but it offsets because I'm too far.
yep. Okay.
Oh,
I'm out
man.
of
He's out
range
of range.
No sneak attack. So just 14 points.
So it's
Good.
just straight damage. Offhand crossbow that we agreed on.
Miss. Yep.
All right.
Rose, you're up.
God, rolling a crit on a rogue and not having sneak attack is so painful.
Steve, that's so lame.
Mm. Ah,
Well,
Or
then again,
actually-
there are lamer.
Standard
That's a
start
good
here.
start.
You
That's
have
a good start.
advantage, however, my friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
advantage.
that's true. I do. I get to do that again. I thought I actually. Oh no, I have it triggered on the other thing.
proof that the dice
Oh,
gods
will
have
not
a sense of humor.
Will not hit.
I'm gonna.
Oh
That's okay.
man.
You're getting my
the-
first bardic inspiration, I think.
Okay,
Wow.
Nizuthen is up. What will he do, Jake?
Oh.
He is going to try and do that.
Very nice. That will hit, of course.
I'm gonna crit
Of
first,
course.
but just for the fun of it. And there is a movement penalty for this as well.
Yes.
Half your movement speed.
Minus 10 feet. Okay.
Is it just straight 10?
It's just
It's
straight
rounded.
10.
Yep.
So then he's gonna move
Flat belly.
back, and Rose is going to take a position, but Rose is going to like avert her eyes so that she's not staring at this thing. If
Okay.
it comes like towards her.
Perfect. At this time, it is blinded, covering its own eyes from the trap. So you can take your full round this turn without having to worry about its gaze. Shael, you're up.
That's fine.
Hold person.
Will not work because this is not a person.
It's not. We can't.
There's a separate thing
Bummer.
called hold
Monster.
monster.
Yep.
Which is a good
Yeah, which I don't have yet.
It's much higher level.
think it's level
Let's. All right. So knowing that there's something down there, but not knowing exactly what it is or where it is, she's gonna poke her head out
Mm-hmm.
and see this big creepy crawly there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's certainly a big,
let's-
creepy crawly.
It is. For right now, let's see if we can mess with its day a little bit. Where the heck are you? Where are my cantrips? I wanted to do infestation on it and try and make it get all heebie-jeebies.
Bugs on waffles.
Alright.
Here, where are we? Casting at what level? It's a cantrip. Did it go?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
There it is.
As
Okay.
a target must do Constitution saving throw. Success.
Well, crap.
No damage.
Bleh.
Go ahead and
That's
take your turn for. You are running.
Oh,
Tixel.
and then here now that she's seen what it is, she's gonna boop and point and say, there's a big creepy, I'm not really sure what, right around the corner. He's gonna poke his head around. And what can he do to it?
Tell it a story to stun it.
I was clicking it right as you said
It's
it.
called vicious mockery.
I was clicking it right
No,
as you
he's not
said
doing
it.
that.
I
He's
was
going
going to, and then I saw
This is good.
Tasha's.
He's gonna call out
Um,
and say, "You look like your mother turned inside out and upside down and dragged into the sky." And the creature fails, and you can hear a. It has the intelligence required. It is now rolling on the ground in laughter.
All right, and then seeing what he's done, Tixel I think is gonna look around with just such a smug look on his face, like, you kids, do I have to do all the work around here? And then he doesn't have to maintain eye contact, so he can duck around the corner.
Perfect. Gwahir, you're up.
How perfect was that music just now? It was like clown music.
So Gwayr had just drawn her longbow to fire at this
Actually,
thing,
you
and then
have to
Texel
come
comes around the
out.
corner and casts hideous laughter on it, and now it's
Makes it
prone. And I'm like, Texel, you jerk!
He goes, "Look at you!"
Be faster next time. What do you
I
want?
mean, you do have a neutral roll against it at least.
Yeah, but what was the point of that if we're just gonna hit it, Texel?
He goes, "Sometimes I just want the world to laugh. You don't laugh enough."
Veneros, he's right.
At least Tixel
Um,
finds it funny.
Cutting
God.
words? Cutting words sounds appropriate, right? You have
You're the
that?
second stupidest person in this room, and I cast vicious mockery on the Ember Hulk.
It's gonna fail that. It's
Is
gonna
this
take
just a party of trolls?
Yes.
It's
All
a
right.
troll party.
So it is now disadvantage on its next attack roll. And you've also got Solani on your turn. Ben, what are you going to do with her, if anything?
Solani's going to cast nothing. She's going to.
She's kind of a support character. It's funny.
She's on the roof. Can she see this thing with her longbow and just shoot at it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she has 3 longbow attacks.
As she's unfurling a longbow, she'll go,
Jesus.
"I haven't used this in a long time. Hope it still works."
Is this with it? It's straight rolls, right? Because it's prone but fairy fired.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll take that
right.
crit, though. We'll take that's a nice
It's
crit right there.
Yeah, have it roll four saving throws against the hideous laughter. It'd be very funny if this
And
thing
the
remains.
17 will miss, but the 18 hits. It is now bloodied. And it is saving throws wisdom against the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm giving Rose bardic inspiration.
And the DC on this hideous laughter is only 14, so it breaks the laughter.
Feels like a waste, but I'll allow it.
I guess this thing doesn't
Wait.
find this very amusing, huh?
It is still prone.
Oh my god.
Poison seemed to work.
Poison did seem to work. The creature
Hooray.
comes to its turn. It will now spend half of its movement rising from the ground, and then lurch forward an incredible 5 feet afterwards before dashing.
I was gonna say because it has negative 10 feet of total movement anyway.
Yeah, dashing for another 15 feet to get closer, but not that much closer. And that's its turn as it gives a. But its eyes are now wide and focused towards you all, spitting its perspective unto you, and those of you who have not averted their eyes on your turn will fall victim to its stare. Alrighty, the mycoids are up, and they are going to mostly flee the battlefield. The Elder's going to stay in distant proximity. Veneros, you're up. Will you avert your eyes towards the creature?
So, the question is, would I know about this creature to do that?
The Nizuthan, the Elder, had called out
The elder
not to
guys
look at
would
its eyes.
definitely meant, yeah.
Okay. Then I
We
won't
would've
look at
known
his
about
eyes.
bestiary
Okay,
coming down.
so you can simply look
But
away.
I can look at him, but not at his eyes. Like, can I look
Right.
at his feet?
So if you want to look in its direction without looking at its eyes, you're going to have to be careful, and that's going to give you some disadvantage of certain sorts.
That's fine. So disadvantage offset the advantage, right?
Yeah. It can't
so-
see. It can avert its eyes again. Yeah, so you can basically consider yourself blinded while you're looking in its general direction, unless you want to just eat the effect.
I'm not gonna eat the effect, but like I know, I'll just attack with a penalty. I'm just gonna do
Roll at
Thorn Whip,
disadvantage.
so
That's what blinded would be.
would the fairy fire offset it to normal then?
Yeah, I'll say so.
I'm just gonna whip from afar.
Do you have the range to do it right now? You're
I'm gonna move
45.
forward and then back again. Like I have 35
Perfect.
feet, so it's
Let's
in
see
and
it.
out.
That's a miss,
Yikes.
but you're in and out.
And then back. The
Let's roll
same
her
thing
down.
with the rogue, but
You should be able to move into
he
crossbow
would.
range. And he
I
has
want him to
advantage now.
cover this. I want him to cover this tunnel though.
Mm.
So he's gonna actually still attack with disadvantage, I think, because you have disadvantage from range and disadvantage from not looking at it, and advantage from fairy fire. So it's net disadvantage, right?
Yes, I'm gonna go with that. I like that. I like when it works out that way, rather than just being like, if there's both, then it's nothing.
It's 2 and 1 though, so
Yep,
I'm gonna go with
I agree.
disadvantage. So I think he misses both.
He misses both
Which-
attacks.
Makes sense.
Rose, you're up.
Rose is gonna try and do something funny. Rose,
Good.
with her mostly behind her shield, is going to engage the Umber Hulk.
Okay. Don't do it. Are you gonna try and
Don't do
bonk
what?
this thing?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be stupid.
Same thing.
It's same
I'm
thing.
gonna cast light on it.
Okay.
Cast light on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast light.
Okay.
I'm
Touch.
gonna cast light on it.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You cast light on the creature, and it gives a as it covers its own eyes
Well-
with its claws. No
Right, it
longer
does-
does anyone need to worry.
Well, hold on now. It does get, because it is a hostile creature, it does get a dexterity save.
Oh, that's handy.
It does
It
get a
fails.
dexterity. It does get a dexterity save.
Yes.
So everyone's clear. I don't believe this is reason they don't use this in attack, like an actual attack.
I've actually never seen it used
Um,
offensively, so that's good to know.
I've only used it once and it didn't work last time. That's why I said it was going to be funny. Rose is then also going to be more hilarious and stay there. And
Perfect.
then we're going to bring around the corner my buddy Nizathan, and he doesn't have any other attack spell besides Shocking Grasp, which won't be helpful, so that will be another Ray of Frost
With advantage.
with advantage, which
Indeed.
I can't find on my sheet, or it's
Just
not
click it
working
again.
because I'm going to click again. It's just being dumb.
Perfect. It takes 9 points. I take the first damage total.
Perfect. That's fine.
So the frost slams into it.
Do I want to actually cast another spell? No, Rose is good. Rose is just going to stay here and engage.
Shael, you're
Rose
up.
is going to be a good off tank.
Move the elder back? Question mark. Or do you want to leave the elder where he is?
No, I'll move the elder back. It's a good one. Go back here. Good 360 coverage of stuff.
Okay. Shael, what you got?
All right. So, seeing someone approach where this thing is and thinking it's a real bad idea, as she pokes her head around the corner again, I don't think knowing what's really going on, she's gonna purposely look down at like her feet.
Okay.
And she's gonna try and come around the corner and kind of like glance up, see Rosie standing there. I really wish you wouldn't get so close to it. That seems like a really bad idea. And we're gonna try this.
Well, that is a wisdom save for it, if I remember correctly. It fails. And it's going to take
Yay!
the 9 points because... Or wait, no.
Yeah.
Huh?
But actually, so
no, it's not
hold
rolling.
on.
D12.
Yeah, it's not rolling.
Go
the
ahead
right
and
amount.
roll me another
Oh,
d12.
16.
Roll me d12, and I'm going
Yeah.
to correct it on your spell list.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's
Weird.
do a d12.
It's not in there correctly.
There we go.
You'd figure it would just proc.
Yeah.
I have to
Right.
we have to manually change it every time the cantrips scale
Fix-
because it's
I'll fix it when
fixed it,
my
it's done.
turn's over.
Okay.
All right. Well, no, that means other things
16
are wrong
points
too.
of damage. No, it's all set. I fixed
Yeah.
it for you. 16 points of damage. The creature gives a... It's got its eyes, its hands over its eyes, and now you watch as kind of black blood begins to spill between its fingers as one of its eyes seems to have sprung a bleed from that last spell.
Ooh.
Tixel is up.
All right. Shilo's gonna duck back, and Rosie, will you get away from the thing? For goodness sakes. Tixel, I think. Cripes. Honestly, what does suggestion do? I mean, I know it's as written, but I don't know if this thing would, if he were to talk to
What-
it, if it would.
Why don't you just have him use a
understand,
cantrip here? This is.
Yeah, we're not
the thing's
gonna.
hurting.
Here, we'll do vicious mockery.
Perfect.
He'll peek around the corner
God.
and look at the thing.
He succeeds.
And-
The creature will
He
succeed
jokes.
as Tixel pokes his head around the corner and says,
Crap.
Actually, you're doing far worse than you should be. That wasn't very insulting. I am insulting. And he pulls himself back around the corner.
Shia will give him a pat on the shoulder. Like, you did your best. But Rosie, really, please get away from that creature.
Quay, here, you're up.
And that's it.
Shoot my bow at it.
You shoot it with sad eyebrows?
Shooting with
That will hit, and that will deal exactly the amount of damage that you need to fell the creature.
Whee!
And as it falls to the ground,
Woohoo!
we are, at least for now, out of combat.
Light lasts an hour?
I think it's a long
How long's
time.
light?
It's in
A
there.
while.
1 hour.
Technically,
Yeah.
yes.
Let's
Am
drag...
I probably going to use it on something else? Yes.
It's
I'm gonna
not a
drop
concentration,
to
though,
1.
right? I don't think light spells do.
Um,
I think it's a persistent effect. You can just only
Yeah.
target one thing at a time. Yeah, it's not concentration.
it isn't concentration, but it doesn't.
I
until
think
the
it's just
spell
you can only
ends,
pick one thing at a time.
Doesn't even
If you
mention.
ca- yeah,
that.
if
I
you
think it's
cast
always been-
if you
it's
cast it
always-
again,
again,
the
it's-
spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it.
Right. So you do. it
So
does
I
get-
was gonna say we can drag that sucker deeper into the tunnel since we don't have a flare anymore, and just be like a warning. Some things are weaker than Umbra Hulks. If you see a dead Umbra Hulk, they might not want to mess with whatever's
That's
on the
true.
other side.
Can we move this thing to maybe like I don't know somewhere like
Deeper,
50
yeah.
feet back here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
exactly.
you want it,
Near the entrance, all the way to the end, to the west.
Yeah,
I'll
as
use-
far, like just
Yeah.
so.
and it's a beacon of light. So like I know that if something walks past the shadow, I know
Shadows.
that it's
Exactly.
I'm gonna cast Identify if time is passing at this point.
Time is passing. Roll a d2.
Mm,
2. You have identified the cursed circlet.
what does the curse do?
The curse will inflict the blight spell upon anyone who attempts to wear it, and that will reset every day.
Cool. I'm going to keep that for later.
For someone who's mad at, you know what? You would look great, and boom.
Rose is going to ask a dumb question to Gwyn.
100% going to use that to assassinate somebody.
Yeah, be like,
yeah, Rose goes, you
Your
want me to
Highness?
take that off, or you want me to take that off of that, or you going to leave it on for...
It belongs in a museum.
At this
knowing
time,
Ben as a person and all the revolutions he does, some high-level official will get this as a gift in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
At this time, Veneros, from your position, and Irven to an extent as well, can hear sounds of... It sounds like many feet,
Galloping.
not necessarily moving very heavily, but a lot of individual footsteps moving quickly up the pass. And then you can see the trap trigger to reveal small humanoids who are rushing past as one of them trips into it. And the trap is dispelled.
Damn it.
Can I give the good circlet to Shelly here?
Yes. As rushing out of this tunnel, you will see
Who fucked up?
a small, gray-skinned gnome with an ornate decoration to him and says, "Hurry! Run! We're gonna come in there right behind us!"
Oh, I'm gonna ready a hypnotic pattern for as soon as like a cluster of them come around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Veneros again. He knows what a deep gnome is.
Mhm.
He knows that they're not evil creatures. But he does know that Druger, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Duergar.
Duergar, generally leaning toward the not nice side, generally speaking.
Right.
So he will respond in kind and say, "Quickly, pass through to the south, near the mycoid. Find solace. We will take care of the Duergar."
The
And he
mycoid,
will
I should note, has waved towards the Dark Elf Elder and Yushael to say, "Thank peace," as he departs with his people.
Follow him.
Nice.
And then I also will ready a fairy fire for when I see a cluster of Duergar in the tunnel.
And as the deep gnomes are going to rush away to here, you will see a group come jogging up the tunnel, clunk, 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 of gray-skinned dwarves.
Boom.
And you're just going to instantly fairy fire them?
Well, no, I mean, I guess I won't. Do they look
Gregor,
hostile?
are you going to cast your spell? They're running. They are jogging. They seem to have weapons in hand. But as they approach, this one sort of looks up towards the number of elves in the tunnel and
Wait, hold on. I learned something about the Duergar at the last session, but I don't remember what it was.
They're evil.
Did the Drow
Wait,
have problems with them?
there are Duergar slavers that exist under the ground. You knew that detail.
Okay, so it could be just that these gnomes are racist.
It could be.
They probably just fought historically. They share
I mean, racist
territory.
for rational reasons.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
As
Good
such a thing
racism.
exists.
I
No.
guess Veneros would like gesture for them to stop.
What will you say to them? Or will you just hold a hand up?
I would hold a hand up first and say, "What is it you seek down this tunnel?"
They will skid to a stop here, and their leader will step forward and say, "You are between us and our quarry. Care you to be friend or foe?"
You seek to harm the deep gnomes?
Harm? No. Enslave? Yes.
Whoa, fairy fire.
What's
Damn
the
it. Yeah, no.
All
Come
right.
on, folks.
And
what's
then
the what are the rules around me?
let's
you
get to
know,
combat.
concentrating on the hypnotic pattern here.
Let's see.
Because I think like more than a round passed.
Yeah, so you wanted to pre-jack bat, but then it wasn't immediately clear that you're going into combat, so I'm not going to expend your spell, but I'm going to make you wait until your turn on initiative.
That's fine.
I'm going to give the surprise round Fairy Fire to Venero since that was the initiating move. And then that is Dex saves 1, 2, 3, 4. So I go 1, 2, 3 saves. Everyone please roll initiative once again.
Okay, redoing.
Is there one for the leader as well?
For the leader, for whom? Of the gnomes?
There's 5 NPCs.
Yep, I'm going to roll that right now.
Okay, because I only saw the 4. All right.
15, which is a fail.
Initiative.
God, somebody needs to yoink me. I'm about to get fucking beat down.
Don't worry.
You're after.
The off tank is about to show up. Don't you worry.
Yeah, but your initiative is 16 and theirs is 17. So.
I'm a 17 though, and I'm gonna go wild shape. So you're good.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. The gnomes will act first, as I've given them first go. Their chief or leader or elder of whatever whom you wish to describe him, king would be his own description for himself. Gurgaflar the Wise will now say to the Dwergar, "Oh, ice in your shoes, you stinkers!" and throw an ice knife towards their leader.
With advantage.
With advantage. 20 will hit exactly and deal the 10 points, and then as a dex save for the additional 4, she takes. Okay.
Wait, who just got ice knifed?
This guy was
Dwergar.
struck.
This guy here.
Oh, okay.
And the guy behind him ate some damage too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it splashes. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
these guys
when
are
it
going
explodes.
to book it.
Okay.
Veneros, you act next.
Make me a giant scorpion.
Alrighty. You have that right here. And I'm going to leave your token on the map, but underneath the form. And just drag it to make sure they both go.
I will move up here. Now that I'm in position, I will attack him.
Perfect.
With advantage. I get 2 claws. Wait,
And
to
a
roll
stinger,
damage,
I believe.
Nope,
Oh,
that's
it shows the damage.
Yeah, it shows the
Yep,
damage.
2 claws and a stinger.
21 hits, of course. And then there's a grapple effect that is placed upon the leader here. And then the stinger
If he
will strike
missed
as well. 3, and then the poison damage is a con save.
And
He will succeed on it. He also has resistance
I
to
was actually
it.
going to ask, do they have
He takes
advantage or
only-
resistance to that?
He takes 5 points of damage from the poison only.
And then hand crossbow.
On the leader as well.
Yeah, he's gonna attack him.
That will hit.
I don't know what the sneak attack damage is here.
There's a button you can click that just says sneak attack.
Oh, there it is. Oh, whoa. Did you just refresh it?
Nope.
Just refreshed. Okay.
Strange.
Crap. Hold on. I gotta find the dude again. Irvin, right?
Correct.
There. That sneak attack worked, right?
7 points. Yes, it did. The
Okay, and then the
leader of
second
the
attack.
Dwergar appears bloodied.
Second attack.
It's as well. It's really not doing well.
Does offhand crossbow add dex?
I'm gonna say no to that.
So then subtract
No,
4.
not unless you have the fighting style. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Perfect.
That's why.
Even then, it still might be melee.
I'm good with
Okay,
that.
so I think that's the whole 2 attacks and my scorpion attack. So I think that's the whole ball game.
The Slave Master will act next in that case. And he is going to spin around his psychic attuned hammer to slam into this scorpion and say, "You damn beastie man!" And that's going to be 3 strikes. 1, 2, and 3.
Each armor class is 15.
All 3 will strike.
Okay. 52
Rose is,
health.
well,
All right. I gotta edit
Rose
this.
is going to force a reroll on the 21 just for the hell of it. Because Warding Flare.
Still
20.
hits. Ignore the last attack.
Damn it.
All right. So hold on. So I think that might knock. I need a calculator. I'm not doing this.
Okay. As this is occurring, I'm going to resolve the other Dwergar. One of them is going to rush forward towards you, Gwei, here, and this one's going to run around to this position. The one which rushes to Gwei here is going to strike out with its war pick. 11 to hit. This one is going to
Misses.
throw a javelin at Rose. 10 will miss. The other 2 are going to use and enlarge upon themselves as they grow as if having been magically enhanced.
Oh, crap.
To
That's
great
not
scale,
nice.
and then rush forwards. Rose, you're up. What you got?
Where is that? Where our scorpion friend ended up? Because I really wish he wasn't there.
Scorpion was destroyed.
I'm gone. I'm back to Veneros mode.
Okay, that's
Yep, he's
that's
there.
where you were. You were engaged there.
Yep.
Okay.
Still not ideal.
You can build a wall right through them if you want.
I was actually thinking about that, but this is not what I was hoping to do.
He's no longer
I was
grappled
hoping to
because
do-
you're no longer a scorpion.
I was hoping to do something a little bit more.
Oh, did you roll for me concentration checks on Fairy Fire Veneros?
No, but it probably would have dropped.
Let's roll them out. You took 3 swings, so 3 Constitution saves.
con
Any of
saves, right?
us
Just straight
didn't
con
use them.
save.
Con save.
Normal, right? That's
That
yeah,
fails
I think
it
it's
already.
Fail.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
that's the first one should fail. Okay.
Straight rolls
no,
now.
I had an idea, but
Would he have a?
south.
Never mind. Would he have attacked me with disadvantage if he was grappled? No, right? That's not 5e.
That's correct. It's not.
No.
That's 3.5. I
Um,
think.
Rose is going to move up to here.
Okay.
And then Rose is going to engage at the start of their turn, unless you want to do it now. That's normally how we always do it.
Start of their turn. Yep.
Okay. Rose is going to do that. And Nizathan is going to, I think, just cantrip that guy there. What's the range on that, by the way? I don't actually know. 60 feet, that should be enough.
You are striking whom again?
The
Him?
little guy
Excellent. That will hit
Yeah.
for 6 points.
here. Okay.
Flippin'
and if
love
needed to-
Spirit
no,
Guardian.
I should be in range. Okay. That is my turn.
Be
So
sure
is it
to
on the start of their turn that
yes.
they take all the damage?
Yeah, we
Shia
yeah,
us up.
because it's just easy. It's just easier to do it because in theory it only affects them once
Well, that's how it works.
every turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the start of the turn when a creature's inside of it, or when a creature actively moves into.
Enters it.
And right after, and they're not entering into it. I'm technically moving into it. I don't think it ever got clarified.
Shelley, you're up.
BG3 does it where if you run into their space, it triggers. But
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll be curious to try out. What you got, Sue?
All right, so on this guy here, let's try and burn his feetsies a bit. We're gonna do create bonfire right at his feet. You
He
know,
fails.
That's
He takes 12
Good.
points of fire. He goes, ah!
yes, he
Ah!
does.
Ah! And you watch as he kind of jumps up in the air.
Yep. It's not nice to try and make people into slaves. This is very rude.
He says, my boats
and
are on
then-
fire!
it serves you right.
that's in character.
Yeah, it is.
It serves you right. All right. That's all she's gonna do for that.
And how about Tixel?
Yeah. You know what? He's gonna. All right. The bigger guys. If he can do suggestion on one of the bigger guys.
What's he going to suggest?
He's gonna suggest, why don't you go back home? Nobody here likes you. You smell.
All right.
Bring your friend.
You need to insult the suggestion.
Picks up a friend, starts leaving.
I do smell. I should leave. This is inconsiderate.
All right, this guy was the target, and he says, "Get out of my way, Bogan! I smell too bad to be fighting here." And he's gonna start rushing away.
He doesn't take the spirit guardian damage?
He will on his turn, yeah.
Oh my god.
Look,
So-
so, not starting his turn in there, but
Pixel better maintain that
I mean,
concentration.
his turn would have been to leave on, you know?
Yep.
Like,
We're just resolving it in an accelerated way. He takes some damage, he's running away, and he's got his 25, so he's here.
Here, by rights, he has to move up a bit. It's a 30-foot thing, so he would just move up a little bit and then
Perfect.
yelled at them to go away because he smells.
It's gonna be dashing like this. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
Wait here, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to. Do I want to invisible myself or do I want to fireball? I think I'm going to just throw a fireball.
Let's see it.
Kind of boring.
Fireball
I'll aim
is
it back
not
here.
super boring.
So I want to just try and hit these three guys.
Okay, so you are doing a. Let's see if we can generate a circle. And we want to do it. It's a big circle. Something like this.
Yeah, I just want to not hit Veneros.
Okay, you're gonna need to get to the ability where you can throw it to here.
Okay, I mean I can throw it at the roof too. I feel like that would help with
Sure.
the angle.
You're gonna clip those three guys. Got it. Just wanted to mess around with our new ruler tools. Thanks, roll 20.
Oh, that's fancy.
Alrighty. That is a dex save for those three. Fail on the slave master and success on the first guy, who's going to take 13. And then this guy's going to take 26. 26 was the magic number. This full health Dwergar is incinerated, and the slave master was below that total. He also burns to a crisp in a my property as he falls to the ground.
oh, interesting though. 13
Even
damage
this-
plus the spirit guardian might be enough.
Even the smelly one took. He's gone. The
No,
smelly
smelly
one's
one's
dead.
gone.
He
Smelly
went.
one's gone. Yeah.
Yay!
I'm gonna take some
Actually-
step. I'm gonna step out of the spirit guardians, not because I don't think that it's safe, but just because it's kind of weird.
You can hear
no
the
offense taken.
steaming wails of the one who ran, who was also incinerated by the fireball.
Yeah.
All right, go here.
He doesn't have
That's
to worry
you.
about being stinky anymore.
What does
We
Solani have?
disinfected it.
Oh yeah, I was. Sly's gonna longbow this one,
Perfect.
and if any of these attacks, you know,
Hit. He goes down.
overkill it, it's gonna go onto the other one.
And he goes down.
And he goes down. With that, our combat is presently concluded, and the Dwergar are dead.
Aw, I had high hopes they'd be new friends of the Underdark here, but that's okay. I was hoping they'd be nice.
Immediately upon seeing combat end, Veneros gets to work trying to move. He's going to move the bodies out of the way so that if any allies come, that the bodies don't obstruct their ability to flee. So that enlarge will probably go back to normal, right?
Well,
So he'll just move that over and then, yeah, move this guy just up here into this little nook. And he'll just check the hallway as well to do the same. Great. And go
All
back to
clear.
his post.
So does Shael now have a fancy new headpiece to wear?
yes.
Yeah, you have one of the circlets.
Yay!
At this
That's
point,
lovely.
the king of the deep gnomes will say, "Ah, you've destroyed them. We won't return to our home. There are others. What is this way? Where did you come from?"
Well, we came from above ground where we are seeking to give refuge to those
To the
suffering in the
surface! He
under.
calls out, and he starts to lead his people in this direction.
Great. Back
These
to
are-
your posts, everyone.
Nizuthen will turn towards you, Gwei, here and say, do we think that the valley will accept them?
Uh,
It is
I-
the people of the valley we should worry about. The valley can be home to all.
Yeah, I'm thinking that guy's. I look over it. Stick him in a house near him, and I point to our Joker friend. They can hang out together.
They might be able to coexist with the mycoids potentially. Let us worry about diplomatic logistics after we can save those we can. The
I
valley is
think
big
mycoids are gonna
enough.
strangle them with their fungus spores, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Another trap triggers.
Yes. How long did that take?
But you see nothing which triggered it. Make a perception check, all of you.
Does my passive not count in this case?
I would like an active roll.
I'm sorry, what kind of
this might be a
perception?
Correct.
Ooh, I got a
Hang
20.
on.
We got some rolls in the town. Perfect.
Alright, so there's that, and then...
I will say this. As this
Where's my buddy?
trap is also triggered and destroyed, you can witness, those of you who rolled the 25 and 27, that the earth itself seems to be rending itself apart as if it is water.
You're fucking burrowing.
Fucking worms.
Roll initiative,
I'm
what are you
gonna-
going to do?
How long has it been since the last encounter? And there is a necessary answer here because I still concentrate on the spell.
You are still concentrating on the spell. Yeah, the time has not really passed. We're in a very quick cycle
Okay.
here.
Perfect.
Seems as though this call has called everything in the immediate area to check out what's going on.
Okay. I was retreating to actually check back over here, and that didn't go well, so...
How the hell did I get an 18 initiative? Something's wrong here. I have a +1.
You rolled a 17.
I know, it's not right. She should be very squishy and very slow
be
to
fair,
react.
This is the first time I've actually rolled proper cleric initiative all day, so...
She should not be this quick to react to things.
Okay. And we are sorted. Gwahir first.
Alright, Gwei here is going to run to the north side of the chamber and is going to let's see here. I'm gonna ready my longbow just to shoot whenever it pops out, and then I'm gonna have Solani. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on myself. And I'm gonna have Solani from the ceiling ready a web spell
Okay.
for where they pop out,
Hmm.
just to aim it at, like, you know, to try to avoid hitting allies.
Okay.
That's it.
Shelly.
Here, let's see.
Let me also mark for you all just with a little drawing tool here.
Yeah, wait,
The-
which way are the things coming from?
This is the
East.
general direction. Let me actually put an illuminator here as well
Like
so you can see
over-
what I've just created. This is the general area where something is approaching that seems to be burrowing.
Ah, crap.
Lurker.
Is this something she can climb up on? So
Yep,
she's
that's a little
not
pile of
on-
rocks.
Okay, we're gonna climb
Don't
up on
climb
pile of rocks.
that. They're my weapons.
Oh, that's your. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your pile of arsenal. I was thinking that was just a part of the cave.
You can. You're a child, and that's what you would do. But I'm gonna monkey be like, oh, and King Kong throws some rocks.
Gosh darn it!
You're gonna have to hold on
Okay.
to a stalagmite while you hold Shell in a hand and go, "Rah!"
we're gonna King Kong this.
Yeah. Got
Okay.
to.
Jesus. All right. Knowing something's coming from underground, but not knowing where it's gonna pop up.
Right.
That's a problem.
You have that earth thing.
I do. I have 2 earth things, which I forgot to prepare one of them. But I have something else. But again, I kind of need to know where it's popping up to be able to do anything.
Well, I don't know if you can. Were you the only one who rolled it? No.
No.
He was describing that like the ground is moving funny where they are.
Yeah.
Right.
So you could aim loosely with that, but loosely, right?
Yep.
All right.
It's a
Okay.
fairly wide spell, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Well, no, I didn't prepare erupting earth today, but I do have earth and grass, which is a 5-foot square where I can manifest a giant skeletal hand made of earth. But I need to pick a 5-foot square, and if I get it wrong, it's a waste.
Well, this is a very narrow tunnel.
All right. I need your decision. What you doing?
She's gonna go invisible.
Hey!
She's gonna use her once a day and go invisible, because until she knows where this thing's gonna be, she's not doing much.
Excellent.
So,
And
she is
Tixel,
invisible.
what's Tixel doing?
Christ. I don't think Tixel wants any part of this either.
Okay.
He's gonna back down this away and kind of hide around the corner until he sees what's going on. This way he's got a little bit of cover here in the against the wall. So Shael's invisible, Tixel's over here kind of just peeking around the corner. Until they know what's what.
Alrighty then. In that case, let's see what there is to do.
It's actually just some invisible humanoid enemies doing an illusion to confuse us all. It's gonna come from the other direction.
Bad idea.
From the ground, there is a surge. The earth coils as from just near the beacon, it erupts. A great armored creature with a shell for a head. As it leaps from the ground, it bounds forward, crashing into the position where presently Rose and Nizuthen stand with a deadly leap. I'm going to need you to make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
No, that's not
Jake, with both the characters you're controlling.
This is an.
Guardian.
Yes.
Roll
If
Spirit
this-
Guardians as well.
Would you let Solani's web go off before it's able to leap, or
Ooh.
do you think that would be too? I don't know. I don't know exactly the mechanics of this.
Roll a dexterity check for initiative. If she rolls 18 or higher, it can go off.
Oh, geez. Okay, 7.
Nope. I was rolling her against him. Raw on initiative. Okay, because you rolled 18 for the encounter. You can
So
trigger it
this
now,
is,
though. So roll web.
Okay, well, web I think is a big spell, so I think I'd be doing some friendly fire here. How big is? Oh, it's a 20-foot cube. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's good. So it has to make a strength save.
Did Rose make it?
Did Rose make the save against the damage? No. Nor did Nizuthen. You both take the full 14 bludgeoning and 19 slashing. I'm going to...
What was the... I didn't know what the DC was.
DC was 16.
I made 16.
Second roll. The bottom
Why
one.
were there 2 rolls?
Why were there 2 rolls?
One is for the NPC.
Ah. Thank you.
The first one I think was the
Thank
NPC.
Oh, yes,
Rose
I'm sorry,
saves.
yeah.
Rose takes half damage. My bad.
Okay.
And I need a
Well,
dex
sorry,
save for the
that's right.
creature.
Well, and,
Lots of stuff
the
happening
thing's
right now.
jumping on
Okay,
me. What
it is webbed.
What is the damage?
The damage is
Stop moving, game.
half of 14 bludgeoning and 19 slashing for you, and then
17
the
total?
full damage. I'll mark the full damage off for Nizuthen.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, so 17.
It is now rooted, and then I will get damage from your Spirit Guardians cast. I can do that.
Yeah, I know. Hang on.
I got you. And your DC is what? Ooh, 18 points.
I believe it's 16. Yes.
It succeeds. It takes 9 points. And it is webbed. That's the
Right, then
creature's
hang on 1
turn.
second. Okay.
Finally.
and then I need to make
Veneros, you are up. What are you going to do while Rose finishes
So-
taking damage?
So just to clarify, when I cast Polymorph as an action on myself, my polymorphed form does not get a reset action.
I believe that is true.
Okay.
I'm going to rule it that way.
I am going to do the thing and get into range.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go T-Rex, polymorph, and polymorph myself.
Alrighty. Go ahead. Let's get you out here.
I can't do anything though because that was my action.
With a great roar, a Tyrannosaurus manifests within the cavern.
That I think is gonna be that, and then now that it's out and it's webbed, it's restrained.
It is...
So do I have advantage on ranged attack rolls?
Should be. I have some conditions here. Let me see if I have it ready. Condition info. Should have restrained in here. There it is. I can read it as fast as I can. Should be a yes.
Yeah, attacks have advantage.
Excellent.
So, hand crossbow, sneak attack,
Hit.
hand crossbow, -4 damage if that hits. Might not. 15 might be too low.
15 does not hit.
Yeah, so 20 piercing damage from the crossbow, and that's
Excellent.
my turn.
Rose, you're up. What you got?
Okay. That's a very good question, actually. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have Nizathan literally disengage. And he is going to go back over here. Let's see here. I think
Excellent.
that's good movement. So he's just... That's going to be his turn. We're not going to have him do anything fun right now.
Good.
What does Rose want to do? Is a good question.
What you got?
Rose is just gonna try and zap it.
Let's see it. That is a hit. You have advantage as well. Feel free to crit fish.
Oh, I can crit fish. Is the advantage because it's restrained?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, good hit. You zap the creature. He gives a... Alrighty.
Oh, I forgot that the cantrip damage actually procs correctly. Okay.
That's all for you?
That... yes, that's all for me. I don't feel the need to get out a spiritual weapon, which won't last very long.
You hear a battle cry emanate from the hallway from where the boulette came. And a creature, unfamiliar to all of you, humanoid in his form, rushes out of the tunnel with a bow in his hand and calls, "Death to our enemies! I am with you against this beast!" Firing out
Against this beast, to be clear. He's
Longbow
not with
strikes.
us otherwise.
Well, wait, does he mean the T-Rex or does he mean the,
No,
the
He's
other
firing
thing?
at the boulette.
No, I think
hold
he means
on.
obviously
There's more than one beast here at the moment.
obviously, guy from Monster Hunter sees Bulette fighting, T-Rex and goes, "Well, shit, this day went to hell."
Alright, and he deals a lovely 22 points of damage. 2 good hits. The creature's bloodied. Go here, you're up.
Cool. I never did my reaction longbow that I had prepared on this thing, so I'm gonna roll
Let's
that
see it.
now.
4. Good hit.
20 for 4.
Advantage.
Now, well, that was before he got whipped. But now I have advantage, and I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Let's see it.
Nice.
Does 18 hit it?
18 hits exactly. Nope. It's a little more than exactly. But that's a
Okay,
hit.
cool. So then I'll use the effect my longbow has to make it save on a vicious mockery.
Or fail on a vicious mockery.
Yeah, so it takes another 3 psychic. It has more disadvantage on its attack rolls.
Good.
More disadvantage.
And then I'll have Solani salami, throw 3 longbow shots down from the ceiling.
Which will be more than enough to cause the beast to sink into the ground, dead. With that, this combat is concluded.
Bro, I'm staying in T-Rex. I got 4 hours and I'm gonna bite something.
I walk up to the T-Rex and start trying to find a comfortable place to like massage like I would a pet.
He could curl up. Like, you've seen a T-Rex curl up.
Yeah, in like the fold of your neck, you know, like right here.
You know, the cuddly T-Rexes, the ones that
like-
are meant to be pets.
This
Yeah.
individual, which just aided you in combat, approaches the group of you and calls out and says, "Who is your leader? I would speak with them."
Oh
It's
shit! The
kind
guy
of
was
a-
bleeding.
Democratic thing going on here.
Would Tixel say it was him? Would he joke?
He's far away. He's gonna say, "I'm the one that calls the shots. But
Shut up.
only if you listen."
When was the last time someone listened to you?
This man will say, "Identify yourself. I would know to whom I speak." And Nizuthen will kind of look side to side towards either of you and say, "I can take this if neither of you want to."
I'll do it, considering our other diplomat is currently a T-Rex.
Out of
Yeah.
character, I'm really struggling not to bite him in half.
Hi. Hi there.
Shoulder a bow and put a hand on a greatsword that is strapped to his hip and say, "Greetings. Know you of the Gith?"
The Gith. No. Know you of the Wood Elves?
No, I am not of this body within the space of stars. But then,
Oh,
perhaps there is no creche nearby. Well, nevertheless, worry yourselves not. What is the way to above? What is this light source? I felt almost compelled towards it.
perhaps we can help each other out. We're going to return to the surface, but we're trying to save some more people similarly to how we saved you. Would you perhaps stay and fight with us, help us escort some more of the denizens of the Underdark to safety, and then we'll bring you to the surface afterwards? I'd love to hear more about your people.
Curious. Are you implying that many or all have been called to this place from beneath?
Yes.
Mhm.
There's a infestation in the Underdark, and we are trying to extract its more peaceful denizens.
Chick, you will say, have the gate come yet? Great
What are
tentacles
they-
from their face.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what... I look at the Dark Elf and I'm like, does that...
He
That's
shakes
what
his
that-
head and says, "No, we have not seen mind flayers yet."
Mind...
You
What about
guys are playing Baldur's Gate way too much, my dude.
the mycoid? Didn't the mycoid say something about a tendril?
It did.
No.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Then if
The-
they
the
have not
mic-
come,
there
they
was something
will
about
soon.
a corruption.
And I will strike them if they do. He draws
Oh,
his
yes.
sword and looks vigilant and says, "Now, which passage shall they approach from?"
I point at the northeast passage, and I'd say there's a likely chance they'll come from that direction.
He'll move into that position then.
Oh, do it. I'm gonna
Jake,
stand right over him.
These encounters are happening like a couple minutes apart from each other. Like I don't have time for a long healing spell here.
Would you like to attempt to take it now?
No, I would not.
Why do you need a healing
I'll
spell?
just-
Wait, do you need healing?
No,
How
no,
hurt
no,
is
well,
Mr.
He's
Mr.
not.
Drow?
He's not great. He's not great. I don't think I have enough time for this. Is really what I'm.
10
Well,
minutes.
wait.
You could
Tixel
start.
has healing. Has
Just
has
tell him to
healing.
honestly just send him back upstairs, man. Like, we got it. We're good.
No, like I mean, if I do like a level 2 cure wounds and someone else does some healing, like he'll be fine. Like that was not an expected hit I wanted him to take.
You
Yeah,
can stay
but
on
what
the
I'm
back.
saying is, yeah, have him sit back. Like we're good.
He
We
was,
got
he was
this.
in the middle.
No,
was in
that's
the
not
middle.
back, bro. Make him a mycoid. Sit him south. Let's go. Okay?
I want him
Join
to
the
be able to
Mushroom
still do
Kingdom,
things.
Mario.
I want him to be able to still do
You
things.
can do them from far away. They're called cantrips. Try them.
Jesus
on.
Christ.
I gotta bite
Alright,
something. Put this Githyanki underneath my feet so that I can snarl over him and drool a little on his forehead.
What?
No, don't do that. I would
Boris is really
mention
channeling the T-Rex aggression right now.
No, Githyanki are basically like lawful evil style drow from the underground, and they got bad attitudes and a whole sense of entitlement. So, quite frankly,
I think we need to introduce this guy to our warrior clan friends upstairs, and they're gonna.
he
get
will
along
try.
just fine.
They will try to. He will try to kill them. 100%. He's gonna. They're so elitist that
No,
they
like
make
20
drow look
yeah,
like
like
friends.
20 of them,
friendly.
yeah.
What?
not
What?
like
What
one.
did I? What did he
Spirit
introduce
Guardians
himself?
fades.
He's Gith.
That's okay.
What is your
We can
name?
recast that.
Says, I
Yes.
am Zur-Alan.
Zarulan, you're looking a bit gaunt. Would you like something to eat?
I will eat when the fight is over. The fight is over.
Oh.
I will have something to eat.
You hear what sounds like a T-Rex laughing.
It's a strange noise. Kind of
Really
a
weird. It's like gurgling, snarling,
Yeah.
weird thing.
Yeah. I'm like, do you need a tissue? You good up there?
I want to hit you with my tail, but you're too far.
Give him something high in protein.
You could try to hit
What
me
is
with your
that?
arms, but those are too small.
I don't know. What do the people in the valley eat? They probably have like some kind
Lots
of
of-
dried meat.
Lots of berries. Their warrior clan loves their dried meat. There are other
Give him some of
simply
that.
farmed
Agriculture?
crops. Simple agriculture. All right, he'll take that meat and go, Cookie, this tastes horrible. Give me more.
Rabbit. Here. I actually pick all of the meat out of the rations that the clan gives me.
Perfect. He will eat
and I just
anything
eat
you
the-
give him. He says, I have been down here too long, eating nothing but stinking fungus. So you wait.
Chirp.
Time continues. How long does your invisibility last, Shael?
Invisibility. Let me double check because she didn't do anything to
To break it, no.
A
cause
minute.
it to break.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
minute.
believe
but I'm
this
just
one
Here.
is
Invisibility concentration up to 1 hour.
1 hour on it. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm sure she'll end up doing something that
I have 1 hour of
breaks
T-Rex.
it.
Let's go.
In all of your minds, you softly hear projection of a voice. It calls out to you and says, We come now. Do not hurt us. We wish to pass like the others. How will you respond? If you try to, and in what way? Other
This
than the
is in our head?
Tyrannosaurus, which goes
In
blah
our
blah
minds?
blah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't communicate to anybody, but would this be the kind of information that got passed down within the clan of illithids, of mind flayers?
Nah.
They don't really make it to the surface. They live in the Underdark, mostly.
Yep.
The other Dark Elves very well should know about this.
Yes, and so you see on the face of Irven,
What's the-
eyes going wide, going, This voice, I hate it. How will anyone respond?
I would
With
go to
Please,
Irvin
the
and
voice
say,
says, I don't want to fight you. We don't want
Gonna
to fight you.
use- I'm going to use counter charm.
Okay.
Neat.
And
Mind
I start-
influencing effects.
Never heard of that one before. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going.
That's the class thing, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So I just start playing a song that is very distracting to this like psychic interference.
Position yourself so that it hits as many people as it can.
There's a
Come back over.
we want only to speak to you in peace.
What the fuck are you?
We are
Does
the
the Githyanki
hive.
react? Does
Ye-
the Githyanki react?
A good question. You see him focused intently, sword in hand. You can see a bead of sweat dripping down his forehead. He's just looking into the darkness ahead.
What? I just turn around to Izzy. What direction are they coming from?
I can't tell,
You know
he'll
that.
say.
Shit.
And the person who's invisible, try
Yeah.
and go take a sneak peek
Sure.
because she's invisible.
Are any of you going to
Um,
attempt to communicate with the influence that is in your mind, which Gwei here offers you all the ability to at will shut out?
Rose will not.
Okay.
Because Rose thinks it's hostile.
You know what? This is a good moment to use an insight check, isn't it?
Bro, if something goes in my mind and says it's the hive, I'm gonna go ahead and not trust that.
Yeah, the hive kind of skews it. I think
Sure.
Veneris is too uncertain to make an opinion one way or the other, so he's leaving this.
I take it that no one cares to interact in a friendly manner with this voice. In which case, the voice will respond and say, "Please, we don't want to fight. We just want to pass through. This is your last chance."
Nizithan would respond, "Pass through to where?"
That is fair for him to
Like,
say,
he would-
"Pass through to where?" And at which point the voice will respond, and you can all continually hear this, unless you, like Gwei here, choose to use the bardic feature to block it out.
Yeah.
Away from down here. Too much danger. For us. For the young. We wish to grow our people in safety away from the chaos. We come now. If you wish peace, let us pass.
Rosie,
From the tunnel
I'm
ahead.
Yeah, I kind of want to see like one person approach. That would be Gwei here's, or that would be
The Tyrannosaurus can see
my
the
response
shape.
to Nizithan.
Two figures moving slowly and carefully through the tunnel, floating just a smidge off the ground. At this point, so too does the Gith, which says, "They approach. Strike with conviction and show no mercy."
I have so
Oh.
many feelings out of character about this situation. Pick your side. There's two lawful evil races that are bound at war. Which side do you take?
The side that's not gonna kill us.
At this time,
Both
these
are
two
happy to
figures
kill you.
approach, entering your visual range. And they will look towards you, Veneros, and pass towards the others in the party as well. And you will hear the voice once more saying, "Move, or we will move you."
I'm getting tired of this negotiation, and I'm going to start casting Fireball.
Okay, initiative is rolled
Yeah,
in this
that
circumstance.
is no longer an active.
Ooh.
That is now a threat.
all right. Shia was just about to whisper invisibly next to Rosie, asking if she thought they were hostile, but I think we know the answer now. So,
Oh no, they are 100%.
so she knows now.
I have such mixed feelings because Illithids also are like really misunderstood, and I don't know if evil is fair. Like I feel like they're like lawful neutral. Like they don't follow moral compasses the way that.
Well,
Only
you're
they
standing
have
in
a
their
moral
way,
compass,
and you're
which
about
is
to
what
understand
Yeah, I
what
know.
happens.
Yeah,
And
but
neither
they
does-
also
neither does a plague.
that was an
Um,
open threat of
Yeah,
moving
no.
will move you. That seems rude.
Yeah.
That
I'm
seems a bit
gonna
rude.
I'm gonna upcast this Fireball to level 5.
Okay, that's fine.
Damn.
That means we'll need to do a roll here.
Yeah. Honestly, I want to kill the Githyanki and the Illithids, but that's
All
because
right,
I'm just
DC
basing it on their
is-
alignment.
So that is on a roll of a 3, a fail, but nonetheless expended will be a counterspell, as from invisibility breaks
Oh no.
a third Mind Flayer.
Don't they have to roll this one, or is it a 5th level
Yeah.
counterspell?
This was a 3rd level counterspell used.
So they
So
roll
that's-
for it.
They rolled, and
Is
they
he-
rolled a 3 on the die, which is a fail. The fireball goes off, and it is one of the
Oh.
victims of it.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha. I was like, wait, rules.
Doesn't say, 'cause I think we had to aim back here for it, but yeah.
All right, let's see
All
what
right.
we have here. And this
I'm gonna
is...
assume that also triggers the trap.
Where are you placing the center of this fireball?
Would you also let me? I want to use bardic inspiration. I was just gonna throw it like back here, like
Okay.
just like enough to hit them.
Nice
Would you
effect.
also let me use the bardic inspiration on myself? Actually, no. I'm just gonna use that afterwards. I'll use it on
And
myself.
it is
actually.
a... Fireball is a... Let's see the description here. How wide is it? 20-foot sphere.
It would have hit them all.
So it's aimed back here, so it goes like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
That's pretty much exactly where I
So
would
it
put
will
it.
also alight, and
fuck
it will destroy the trap, but it will also alight the outline of a 4th creature with it, which it also will hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh.
gross.
Fuck is that?
Oh no,
It
but I'm gonna
appears
bite
to
it.
be a dragon.
I don't know, but
Wait,
I'm gonna fuck
what
it
now?
up.
Where are you
gross.
guys seeing a dragon?
So
It
did
flashed
they
in the
fail
back.
their save?
Ah,
Let's see. We need dexterity saves.
ooh, 2 are a fail, yeah?
I'm gonna roll this to
All
here.
3 fail.
At least 2.
2 failed.
And DC
The
is
16
17.
makes it.
Yes.
DC 17. So all
Oh,
three.
okay. That it says DC
Mine-
And it is
16 on
a
the thing.
42
Mhm.
damage for fails, right?
Correct.
Okay. And
I didn't
that is
hit
gonna
the big
be-
thing in the back. I just kind of illuminated it.
Okay.
So this is and 42 damage to all of them.
Hell yeah.
And that is bloodied on all of them.
Oh fuck yeah. I
Did
play
the
music and I heard
Githyanki
things.
roll? He did. Shelly, Veneris.
All right,
We're
wait
missing
here.
one.
You've got our spider friend in play. What's she gonna do?
Yeah, she's gonna do the same thing she did before and just throw a web at these guys.
Okay, that's dexterity saves, right?
Yes. She should be able to get all 4 of them. Or 3 of them.
Nice.
Oh god, yeah, they're getting fucked up.
They are webbed.
And also that is now difficult terrain, and any creature that enters it has to roll against getting trapped in it.
Good.
Every time I think I'm gonna do cool stuff with my little 15-year-old character, you guys just I mean, there's just no point. There's no point.
Rose is up.
This is hilarious.
Fireball.
I thought I was my first reaction, but now I'm kind of sort of like, not sure that's going to be helpful because we already did that once. But I know there's something big back there. And there
Aim
might be
further.
more. I thought about it.
Don't burn the webs.
Burn the webs and do 2d4 fire damage.
No, it's not. If I burn the webs, I burn everything else there. It wouldn't matter.
What you got?
I also don't think this is. I don't think this is exactly how that spell is supposed to work anyway. Rose is going to be a jerk.
Okay. How so?
Rose is going to be a jerk. Well, there's 3 people in front of me, and I have a thing that can hit 3 people.
You have
So,
advantage on the restrained enemies.
That was the other reason why I was kind of sort of like, this might actually.
You might actually
So
hit
is it
something.
3? I might actually hit something. Is this 3 different attack rolls?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And you'll set the webbing on fire.
Correct.
Yes?
Not necessarily worried. Not necessarily worried about the webbing.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but
that-
they'll take more damage if they're caught in the webbing that then gets caught on fire.
Yeah, and it won't destroy the whole web. It'll just destroy the
Yeah.
them.
Let's see if I can
So.
do this without proccing it as many times. That's not what I wanted.
Are you
do, game.
upcasting
That's
it?
Okay.
Oh, your 5th level
No, it's
casting it?
normal. It's
Roll-
being stupid and it won't.
Remember to roll at advantage, given the fact that they are restrained.
I'm trying to do it. Won't. It doesn't proc it the proper way in Beyond at the moment. I'm trying to get it to do it. It just won't.
Well, let me put it on your sheet and roll 20, and maybe we can get that faster.
Yeah, it's not going. It's not giving me the option to roll at advantage. Is really what the problem is right now.
Fine, just roll twice.
I
Let's go.
hate-
The settings.
I
are
hate
not
D&D
where I want them.
Beyond.
Let's get that on
Well, the
record.
options are
on video.
bad because I'm
Yeah,
doing, I'm doing it. In a
what did
different
D&D
browser.
Beyond ever do?
Wizards
buddy.
of the Coast.
All right, we have a hit. You have a hit with a 19 and a hit with a 23. So 2 of the rays will strike. And you wanted to upcast this?
Okay. No, I didn't want to upcast it. I'm going to
Huh.
use my inspiration on that nat one.
Your bardic inspiration?
I don't think you have that anymore.
It wouldn't have. It also wouldn't have been on a nat one because you
Yeah.
would have had an advantage roll.
Yeah, it would have been auto
I
fail.
was-
So you do it
I
on,
was 10.
on the 13. It was
So
13, 8, and 23, 8. 2 nat ones, should we note? Cleric.
Wow.
Roll. Do you have the inspiration, or is that faded?
It's 10 minutes. Has it been 10 minutes?
You still have it. Roll the die. What side? How many sides?
8.
D8.
D8.
D8, please.
Add it to
that's
13. Nice.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Ooh,
And
there you
who is
go.
your target for these 3 rays, or are they variable?
I was gonna go right to left until
Okay.
someone died
Left to right. That is.
or whatever. Yeah.
All right then.
Right to left, front to back.
We'll use all the damage rolls that are
'Cause
here.
they all
So
they
that
all
is
took the same amount
9.
of damage, right?
It's 30
Yeah.
points, which will kill exactly this one. As it is struck
Oh,
by
we need to
these.
take all 3.
Yes, it does. As he's struck by all 3 bolts of fire, he gives a crying out. You also all hear in your mind like a child screaming in your ear.
Oh,
Is the
I
elder
think,
going
I
to
think the
act?
Microphone knew that was a terrible sound because it just cut it. It wasn't.
censored it.
It
Yeah.
censored
Yep.
it.
Yep.
And then I don't think this will work because there's a T-Rex in the way. However,
Through the legs, man. I'm tall. Not like real life. T-Rex
that's my
life.
question. So
Lightning
if
bolt
I
will hit the
move-
Tyrannosaurus.
Go for it. I have
That was my
157 HP.
You'll need to make a concentration
Oh.
check to uphold the polymorph.
That's fine. I'll turn into a monkey next. Let's go.
Okay,
It's 9:54,
Sure.
people.
They're
I have a
watching
10-month-old.
behind you.
let's roll.
right down the line of the cavern where we saw.
Excellent.
everything.
Ah.
So, yeah, right straight down the line. And this is more out of like pure like rage and anger. Oh, why did that go away? You stupid.
It might hit the dragon, actually, because the line
That's
is
what
long
he's aiming
enough.
for. He's aiming for that. That's really what he's trying to do.
You've got it then.
He recognizes that that's a problem.
Okay, roll your spell. Come on,
Let's see
Jake.
it.
I know your laptop's old, but you gotta push shit.
I'm working on it.
All right.
These settings are easier because it's in 20.
He's moved. Did he
Alright.
move his full movement speed? Yes, it looks like he did. He does not hit the creature in the back, but dexterity saving throws for these 2. And that is a fail and a success. The Arcanist will take the full 25 points of damage. It is looking very bad. The other Mind Flayer will take 12 points.
For concentration, am I rolling the T-Rex's stats or mine?
Roll the Tyrannosaurus. It is the Dex con strength
It's-
of the creature.
For the concentration.
Yeah,
check.
just roll the Tyrannosaurus. And you took 25.
Just fails,
That's a fail.
right? Isn't that half? Yeah.
Yep. So,
This is for the
before
flaming
I
web.
conduct the turn of the Mind Flayers, let me check in with you, Boris. We are close to 10 o'clock. Are you willing to continue for 10 to 15 minutes past, or would you like to step out when 10 strikes?
I can try to make it if it's gonna be quick. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. But like 10:15, I'm gonna hard cut.
Agreed.
The latest.
So we shall continue. 2d4 fire damage from this web. The Mind Flayers are still alive. That brings us to their turn. This one is going to attempt to... Well, why not? It's going to attempt to Mind Blast out in a cone forwards, which is going to be a 60-foot cone, which will
That seems
strike
mean.
all the way to here. My goodness. That is disgusting. So everyone within this cone is going to get affected. Now, to angle it to get... Yeah, Solani does not have to roll, and her brother, Irven, does not need to roll. But all 4 of you, as well as the Gith and the Elder, must roll.
So, but it doesn't say anything about reduced damage on saves.
You take no damage if you succeed.
Okay. So I succeeded.
Takes no
I
damage.
used my Bardic Inspiration to pass.
Okay.
This isn't considered like a charm effect, is it?
Nope.
Then he takes.
And
All right, well, I failed.
So you're gonna lose your invisibility and you are stunned.
That's fine. And I take 24 damage. All right. Okay.
What's the
What's the
DC?
16? Oh, never mind. That's his armor. DC is 15.
Yes.
Does Solani have to roll?
No. The Mind Flayer Arcanist, whom is in the back, is going to fire out a different spell. And the range on this is... Let's not do that one. Let's do...
Why did Nizithan made 15? Why did he take damage?
Thank you. I did not see that he made 15. Range in this spell is going to be 60 feet as well. So this is going to be angled at just the Gith and Veneros, as the Arcanist is going to striking his ally and destroying the other Illithid, and a lightning bolt, which will strike for 39 points against Zuralan and Veneros.
That's a freaking high roll for a lightning bolt. Holy shit. Is that a 3rd level lightning bolt?
Yes, it is.
It rolled
That's like...
It rolled 8 die.
Yeah, it rolled 3 6s.
8
A
4 4
The
5.
lowest roll was like 2
Yeah.
4s.
What's
4
the max
4
roll
4
on
5
that?
6 6 4 6. Is it really 8d6?
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled almost max damage.
Yeah. I think it used to be 8d8. I think they had to nerf it.
You hear a cry in your mind from a creature that is just upon the precipice of your sight, shadowed, but you can see its winged form, reptile-like appearance with, it seems, tendrils flowing from it. It says, "Stop hurting my friends! I just want to be safe!" Veneros, you're up.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
I'm gonna just turn back into a T-Rex.
Wunderbar. You can max the health on this. I'll just put it right back here.
Yeah. And my drow buddy is stunned. So I'm gonna try to roll to break it, right? That's how it works? Roll at the end of each turn to break the stun.
Yes.
So he's still stunned. And Veneros is a T-Rex. And that's my turn.
Irven was not in the line of fire. He is not stunned. You may act with him.
Oh, then great. Then he's gonna peek around. I'm gonna step into the web if I can.
Sure.
And try to get like
I'll
all
have-
in them.
I'll have the concentration drop on the web.
Yeah, it's not gonna do much at this point anyway. I'm gonna have him attack then with a. He's not gonna have advantage on this guy, right? The mage, just normal attack.
Yep.
But he has an ally flanking, so.
Yep.
8, nat 1, fails.
Miss.
Offhand.
Oh, that's a hit.
25.
The
But you
creature
got a
had
-4.
1 hit point
so-
remaining. The Arcanist dies.
Alright, and then the rogue moves back into safety because he sees a flippin' thing behind it. He's like, no!
Yep.
So he's there. He's going to use his bonus action to hide. I assume it succeeds. He's around corner.
Yep.
and Veneros is T-Rex blocking to protect his allies from this thing moving toward them. He's just like a wall, effectively.
Shael, you're up. Go ahead and roll your save, and then act for Tixal.
Before
Yep,
he turned into the T-Rex, he just would have told them, like, shoot through me if you have a powerful attack.
Excellent.
Like, he'll take
Oof.
the hit and try to focus if he needs to, but you know, go through.
Actually, the Mind Flayer is dead, and so I have treated these in the past and will continue to treat them as concentration effects. You now have your turn, Shael.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, here, I'm gonna let Tixel go first, though.
Perfect.
Because it might matter. He can do mass healing word. And he just saw people get blasted with a bunch of crap. So, here, this is a 3rd level. That's all he can do. Really?
It's low
I
HP.
don't think
Really?
that procced, right?
No, that's
mass
it.
healing word.
That's
It's
correct.
one.
Yeah.
It's 1d4
Who's getting the
plus
healing?
his. Well, here it's up to 6. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
So, in short, if you've taken damage, take 4 back.
Let's start with Rose, Shael, Gray here. Wow, look at you. You're okay. The Elder, if he took any damage.
Just marked him up
Yeah,
4.
he's hurt from the last round.
The dude
That's
who
it.
came to fight with us, and
Yeah,
that's
set.
everybody.
All right.
All right.
What you got next?
Okay. All right. So. All right. Let me bring her the 3rd. All right. Nope. We're gonna do this. We're gonna use the Butler's pocket watch so she can dash once for free
Excellent.
to get her 60 feet. Hopefully our T-Rex friend doesn't mind. When she gets to the back of him, she's gonna climb up his tail and up onto his back.
Excellent.
To be up off the ground, because she is now going to direct this at whatever that big frickin' jerk is in front of her.
Of cold.
She's gonna, she wants to be up high on the T-Rex so she can aim down at this thing. Cause she's kind of mad at the moment.
It takes 17 points of cold damage as you blast it.
Cool. Cool. And I'm guessing it's still alive.
It is certainly still alive.
Yeah, that's fine. But she did
Zuralan
a
will
thing.
act next, rushing
That's
forwards.
fine.
He can use a Misty Step spell as a bonus action to transport himself behind the creature and take 2 swings with his greatsword. Striking with both hits for
Well done.
16 and 20 points of damage on the creature. As now within immediate range is one of our players that is in humanoid form, I would like to share with all of us the appearance of your foe. This appears to be a dragon that is still alive, but has nestled within it a large hump that protrudes from its back. From that hump flow tendrils, which are infused into the creature's brain.
That's
Blech.
gross. That's gross.
Yeah, it's a
Now-
mind-controlled dragon, man.
Way
It's
here,
nasty.
you are up.
That's not nice.
This is absolutely disgusting, and I love it. I'm gonna use my newly found guiding bolt that I'm gonna cast at level 4.
Guiding Bolt is only going to cast at first level from the item.
Only level 1.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter because
Doesn't matter, it's a miss. All right, there's a shoop, blast of
And I'm gonna,
light.
I'm gonna use
It's
bardic
like, damn,
inspiration.
cleric spells.
Stealth again. I'm like, fuck. Who built this
Clerics
thing?
suck.
This must be Lysander's
this
handiwork.
In case you're wondering, that is the appropriate role in this continent and world of Guiding Bolt, as it has been for like 4 years.
What is Solani doing? And why is it
She's a
disintegrate?
cat.
Or
It's Finger of Death.
that's what it is. All right.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
something she can
Wow.
do.
That spell's gross.
Is it
Oh.
ranged? Wow.
It's going to
Is it
take
half-
half damage,
Wow.
but that is still good.
60-foot range. Okay.
All right.
Praise the Lord.
Oof. Plus 10 to
As
con,
her
man,
eyes
dragons.
glow and that beam deals some damage, her turn is over. Rose, you're up. At the end of
Rose is going
Greyhair's turn, the creature is going to make a tentacle attack as a legendary action against the Tyrannosaurus. But it cannot grapple you because you are too large.
But it hit me, so I have to do the concentration, you said.
Correct.
Oh, I'm an idiot, but that's all right.
Alright, that time it held, and I took 13 damage on T-Rex.
And
We
Rose,
were
what
going
do
to
you
reset
got?
the HP, right?
Yep.
138 minus 13 is 125.
Okay. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered because I was stunned anyhow. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Alrighty. Rose, what you got? Let's get it rolling.
Rose is going to do. I think this is going to proc correctly. Do a level 4 spiritual weapon to actually up the damage on it because I think it's worded badly.
Sure
So that's
is.
the bonus action. And
This
I'm gonna
time,
bonk it on the
just
head.
barely bloodied. 12 will not hit. Do you manifest the
That's
item?
okay. That's just what it's there for. As my main action, because this thing is making a lot of saves on it and I don't like it, I am going to attempt a mind sliver on it. More for the lulz.
What save is that? Intelligence?
16
Saves.
intelligence. That's okay.
Okay.
And Nizithun is going to try and use suggestion on it. And
Suggesting
I want it to roll over onto its back so that the T-Rex can give it a belly rub with its face.
Just a DC 15.
Alright.
Wisdom
I
save.
think it actually might be. It might be higher than that. I don't know what his.
Don't worry, he'll roll like a 24.
Ah!
But it is going to use its dread resistance feature, taking
Ah,
2d8
bastard.
psychic damage, but choosing to succeed.
I hate
Ah.
legendary actions.
I know, but that would have been funny.
That one's nice.
That
'cause it was a
that
drawback.
was just Rose setting that up to try and get him to lower the resistance. on
Listen,
that.
at least it takes damage. You don't have to do that as a DM. Like, at least there's a penalty for being a god.
Alright, let's just
Dumb.
get this on.
That's a nice thing. Where, yeah, it took damage at least.
Because
That's
most
gonna be
legendary
on
actions are
four.
like,
I
save.
can't wait to see what this thing's breath weapon is.
Alright, are you
I
ready?
don't know about you guys.
Well, no, because I'm right up there close to it. I'd rather not know.
Why'd you do that?
Rose,
Line.
Because I'm an idiot.
Snap
Because I'm
to
an
corner.
idiot.
Rose is actually moving
15?
away from that.
Oh, it's a line. Why am I standing in the middle of the room?
And it is
That's
a
why Rose,
60
Rose
foot
and Isabel
line.
moved out of the way after that worked. 60 foot though, that's a long. You might be out of range.
That gets
No.
Gwei here.
I'm just in range. I should have moved on my turn.
This is
That's
for
stupid.
Gwei here, this is for Veneros, and this is for Shael.
Yeah.
It is going to
that's-
exhale a tadpole brine breath.
What?
I need
Oh,
a
you're
constitution
fucking
saving
kidding me.
throw.
Nice,
Is she
made it.
tadpoles at us?
This is gonna be bad. This is
Wait,
gonna
but-
be
On
bad.
a success or failure of the it becomes infested with mind flayer tadpoles.
Wait, but if you succeed half
Hold on.
damage.
It's gotta be. It's a con save. This will be funny.
Yep.
31.
Shit. Okay, there's that. There's that. She's
Um,
at 53 hit points at the moment, so there's
What's
that.
18.
what's
add my
the
word.
concentration? It's either 10 or half damage. Is that right?
If you succeed in the saving throw, you take half damage.
Right. No, I mean the concentration
Oh
check
yeah,
is
it's 10
either
it's 10 or half the
half.
damage, yeah.
And
Whatever's
is it
greater.
rounded down? So
Whatever.
On
I
success or failure.
Is it 15 or 16? Let's see. I made it. Doesn't matter.
Beautiful.
I'm still a T-Rex.
Yes!
20.
Excellent.
31.
By some miracle.
Okie dokie.
Hold on a minute. Shael is down because she was at 53 and she just took 63.
She's
so she's
unconscious.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an idea.
She's out.
She is going to. I'm going to just move her just slightly on top of this corpse.
But she's
She's-
on me. She's
Yep.
on
Yeah.
me still.
This
Yep.
is the most cursed monster I've ever fought in all of D&D.
She was on top of me, so my plan
Yeah.
actually is to attack him and run away with her on my back. If I
Okie
can.
dokie. Let's see if that'll work. That was its turn with the breath, and Gwei here, you succeeded.
Yes, but I'm still fucking tadpoles.
Yes, there are small squirming creatures that are attempting to bite at you that are attached to you, and at the start of your turn, Veneris, you're going to take 1d10 damage from them, 8 points of psychic, and then you're
do
up.
another
Yes.
concentration
Yeah,
check,
you
though.
do. You take it.
Being
Succeed.
annoying, Jake Henry.
I know.
All right. You're just messing with my concentration. All right, I'm gonna actually attack for the first time as a T-Rex. It failed its suggestion though, right? Did it roll over?
No, it used legendary to save.
No,
Oh,
it's-
right,
it
you used a
chose to
legendary.
succeed. Yeah,
It
I was
rolled
gonna say that.
legendary.
13. And 25
Just-
with the tail, which will slap it for 22 points. It gives a... Ah!
Does the 13 do anything? No?
No.
Too low?
Too low.
Okay. I'm gonna try to move with the girl on my back now if I can.
Okay, it will take an attack of opportunity against the Tyrannosaurus.
That's fine. Not that one. Let me just roll the concentration check and see if I still have it.
You're all good?
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. How much movement you got? 50 feet. I'm gonna go up here and I'm just gonna like tilt it gently to have her slide off. Can you do that? So it's not like a damage death save.
Yes.
So how much was that? Hold on, I gotta check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can go one more, right? 10. So I'm back here.
Yeah, perfect.
And then I didn't take the damage itself, so I gotta add the damage. But you're
20
good.
points.
And then I got the dark elf dude
The
who's
rogue.
the rogue who's gonna attack. Normal. Miss. Hit.
He does get sneak.
Attack.
17 points. The creature
back.
is not looking good.
What was the damage from the dragon? 20.
Shael, before you start your turn, go ahead and expend a healing word from Tixel so Shelly can take a turn.
I'm gonna bail now, Jake Henry.
I will.
Does that work?
I will accommodate. That works just fine. Thank you for being here, Boris. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, it was
Take care,
nice
guys.
playing with you
Hey,
again,
Boris.
buddy.
Of course, as always. Have a good night.
Bye.
Shael, you're up. Tixel,
All right,
I
so-
believe, has given you healing word so you can stand up.
Yeah, but I didn't get 15 points worth of healing, and nobody's cast anything on me that ends poison or curses.
So
So,
you're
it's
gonna-
just still
You're gonna take.
adhold.
So, the way
Doesn't she technically fail? Doesn't she technically fail
Yep.
a death save first
So-
and then
so
get
you-
up? Technically.
So here's how I'm gonna rule
You
it.
stay out of this. Stop helping him.
You take.
I'll do it on
you,
my
wi-
turn.
You stand
Don't you
up.
help him.
The tadpoles deal 1 psychic damage to you, so you're at 6, and you're up.
6. Yeah. Okay.
We're just sort of pushing Tixel ahead of you. He uses the healing. His turn ends. Then
Yeah.
your turn goes.
Okay. Well, she can't get anywhere. Actually, wait. Hold on. She could do a first level guiding bolt, which guiding bolt's 120 feet, if I remember right. From not having spell sniper.
Yeah. It's
But
120
I-
normally.
Yep. I just didn't add it to my thing, but she can hit a guiding bolt on this thing at least, if she puts herself in the right spot to be able to see it a little bit better. And then she's gonna get the hell out of the way of that breath weapon bullshit again. All right, here, don't wait on me. I don't remember what a
Okay.
guiding bolt's damage is.
I put it in the VTT if it helps.
Here, thank you. All
Ignore
right.
the range because I have spell sniper.
Yeah, well,
So I
You're
just
probably
need you to
gonna
roll
maybe use
me a
an attack
d20 to see if it hits.
all right, let's do this. Let's do the D20 plus. Wait, did it go? Oh, no, that's a 9, and I don't even know if I get to add anything to it. So no, that ain't gonna do it.
Your let's see, what would your spell casting be? It would be wisdom.
Oh,
It would be
wait, for her it's a +8, I believe. She gets a
wisdom plus
+8.
proficiency. Casting is a
Wisdom.
cleric spell.
Oh, never mind. She gets a +0 to wisdom.
But you do get your proficiency bonus, so in the
which
future
is a 3.
It's a 4, so that's a 13 to hit, which will not hit.
Yep, that's
So
fine.
that's Shelly's turn. Okay.
And she's gonna not stand there, for a moment. She's
Okay.
gonna hobble. Actually, she's gonna hobble over to the person that she knows brought her back from death itself, literally. She's gonna go over here.
Stand next to Rosie. All right.
Yep.
Zuralan is up, and he is going to strike at this creature. His greatsword twice. The 18 will hit for 17 points, and then he will miss and say, "Die, Geek Spawner!" And then we have the arrival of other allies to the field.
Oh, thank God.
Coming
We don't need that.
from behind the space, you can see a group of robed dark elves approaching and casting out. Its leader is going to emanate. Where are we here? A disintegrate spell on this creature.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
The dragon does not have enough hit points to survive this, and as it is destroyed by the disintegration, it will be, well, as the name suggests, disintegrated into a pile of ash upon the ground as its corpse begins to shift away into ash. You can see this flap of skin of the dragon fade away to reveal a great brain that had been placed upon its back before it is gone to nothingness.
That's creepy.
who is
The brain thing died.
Tadpole
The
right
brain
now?
thing died too, right?
Who is tadpoled right now is a good question. Veneros
Who's
is,
15-year-old is.
and
Quayer
Shael
is just writhing and screaming right now.
I can fix it. Everyone shut up. Shut up.
With that,
I'm gonna cast
we
Aid.
are out of initiative.
I'm going to do a 4th level aid spell on me, Shelly, and Veneros.
That's going to increase your max hit points, and does that technically heal then?
Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5 plus the 15.
Okay.
So I've casted it.
That will do. And so with that, as Veneros will drop his Tyrannosaurus and step to the side here, taking the healing, he is no longer afflicted, and neither are any of you in this space.
I also give everyone
So-
whatever that cure wounds is. I can't see it. It exists.
14.
Amongst the bodies of the dead, whom you called your foes, approach the victorious Gith and a group of dark elves. The very people you've come
Yeah,
here
he also
to
gets the
find.
14.
That will
Wait,
heal him.
so wait, I get 15 and
would
then
cure.
14?
You get
Am I
15 from the aid spell, and then 14 to your
So
15 to your
29.
max HP, and then 14. Yeah, technically 29.
I see. Okay. Okay. So that brings me back up to 71 and then 20. Wow. Thank you guys.
As,
Okay, she's at 36 is 71. Okay.
as this group of dark elves approaches, its leader steps forward and presents himself, says, "Greetings. I am Markor Illumar. I have led a small coven of dark elven arcanists for some time. Have you called us to safety?" Nizuthin will say, "Yes, my brother. Come, quickly to the surface. It may seem inhospitable, but it is safer than down here. Say, you have my eternal thanks." And he and his small group will make their way to flee. In this time, Solani is going to destroy the beacon so that it no longer emanates, and therefore will stop the approach of anything else. But she will say, all right, I think more might come still. We should probably get out of here. I can create walls of stone behind us. Let's go." And so,
Sounds great to me.
do you all have interest of just simply returning immediately to the surface?
Not unless there's anything we need to bring with us from the dead people that we mostly blew up.
Nothing that I would particularly note.
Then I think we're good.
Okay.
Um,
In this case, we are getting you here and here.
I want our Githyanki friends to join us.
He will indeed join you.
Yes, I will, and I will begin talking to them like, we have some warrior friends up at the surface. I think you're gonna get along pretty well with them.
So let me bring us directly to the edge of the lake, where you all will reconvene. As you arrive to the surface, the people of the Valley clans will welcome these many strange new visitors. And Ulfar will approach you, Gwahir, and say, "This is more than I expected, but perhaps less than I could have. Do you believe that they will all be able to settle here in peace?"
Oh, absolutely not. But the warrior clan also lives here, so you already had that problem.
Agreed. And so, before various arrangements are made, which perhaps you may wish to make at this time for resettlement, what have you to say in this space as the Mycnoids are speaking amongst themselves regarding their fate? The deep gnomes seem to be in concentrated conversation regarding their future, and the dark elves are busy at work getting to know their surface friends.
Is this the warrior guy here?
He is not the warrior clan chief. The warrior clan is not present. They are watching the
Okay.
prisoners of war from the Vergent Empire.
I would make it I guess between me and Mara, we would bring him to the warrior clan at some point and say,
Him
keep
being
him. Make sure he
this
doesn't do anything
man,
stupid. Yes, our Githyanki Geth friend.
he will indeed follow, saying,
Because
"Perhaps those people will have more steeled minds than you all. Your military strategy was horrible if your arcane prowess did not carry you in this fight."
That's what I've been saying.
are you implying that we are shit? Well, I mean, I already know that my family is. I don't know what the rest of your all's, but
I am not implying
that's nothing new.
anything.
You must.
I am stating it with certainty. Goodbye. I will find these warriors. He departs.
They might just rip him in half when he gets there. Probably would deserve it.
How about the two of you? Do you have anything you would like to discuss?
I want to ask Solani out on a date. Solani, I know some beautiful vistas in the valley that I'm sure are quite breathtaking at night. I'd be happy to show you if you want to get out of the camp sometime.
Oh, as soon as I'm done resolving all of this business, I would be happy to join you.
Cool. What kind of food do you like?
We'd best not discuss that in public.
Okay.
I can bring some for myself.
Sounds great.
You might not like it either.
I have a feeling that I won't, but that's acceptable.
Hilarious. All right. Shelly? Do you have any conversations you'd like to take before we move to wrapping up?
Actually, she's never seen walking, talking mushroom fungi people before.
Yes.
So I think she'd want to go and introduce herself and learn all sorts of fun guy things about them.
Okay.
Because they look adorable.
They're indeed fun guy.
They are. And gal. But yeah, I think she'd like to learn more about them. 'Cause she's never seen anything like them.
What would you
You
like
better
to
watch
say?
out. I heard they're truffle.
What would you like to say to them to initiate this education?
The puns, skull of the puns. I'm glad to see you made it out safely. I've never seen your kind ever before. Not even in any of the reference books in Grandpa's library. So I would love to know all there is to know about you.
Sun, burn. Clouds, peace. Ground, peace. Now, ground, destruction.
Well, I'm sure we will get you somewhere safe where you won't have to worry about being out in the sun.
Yes. Peace.
Yes, you have come to the right group of people.
One of the
I'm sure
young
we
of
can
the
help
group
you.
waddles up to you and holds up a hand and says,
You are quite adorable. And it is very nice to meet you.
Small.
And she'll attempt to like hold out a hand in some way as a form of greeting.
You can take its hand and you get a handful of just oozy slime. And as its parent perhaps quickly takes it and says, "Ah!" and plants it atop its own head. Just bloop, like a hat. So, in that case, have you anything else, Shia?
No. No.
Let's move to wrapping up here. Within the valley, you now have 3 new sets of visitors. The Dark Elves will likely integrate with the greater settlement, providing them with arcane knowledge, if that is of interest. The description of the cave near the Dream Grove is likely a good spot for the Myconoids to settle down. As for the Deep Gnomes, they will, for a time, stay with the High Clan, but may perhaps even depart the valley in due time to attempt to acquire riches elsewhere, as they put it. Though some may seek riches here within the valley itself. Have you any other interests in determining the fate of these new visitors, or discussing your trajectory given these developments?
Well, she now has a vested interest in making sure the adorable little mushroom folk are safe and sound.
Excellent.
Rose would be curious if Nizithan and the Dark Elves would be attempting that again anytime soon.
As you departed, Solani was true to her word and conjured several walls of stone in the path behind, and Nizithan says, "Given what we just experienced, I don't know if it would be worthwhile. That was potentially disastrous. I imagine that if there was anyone close by, they came. We waited just long enough for that. Beyond so, perhaps some of our people, which are wise, could pierce the walls and follow. Till that point, we will not return."
What if we left a message on the walls? Written in, well, I can write in a couple different languages. What if we wrote messages on the walls? Maybe, with, like a clue or something, or a riddle. So anyone else who came and saw the writing on the wall, would know where to go, to seek, shelter.
Nizuthan says that is a wise idea, and we will see to it. Perhaps a key through which friendly visitors might navigate our obstructions. All right.
Score 1 for the 15-year-old. Woohoo!
Have any of you any other intentions for today's session? take that
No,
as a
we
no.
cured everyone from the
Good.
we cured everyone from the Mind Flayer minnows, right? That happened.
Everyone who was inflicted by the dragon, yes.
Hooray.
All right.
All I wanted was to go on a date with this Drider, so I've
Ah,
had a successful.
that now
So-
makes 2 of my characters that have now ridden on the back of a T-Rex, and one of my characters that became a T-Rex. So I've had a fulfilling day.
Wonderful. That will bring us to the conclusion of our venture for today. Thank you all for being here. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And until next time, goodbye.